here, baby. We here. Woo! What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a lovely Thursday evening. I know I am. I am bubbling. I woke up this morning. I'm bubbling with excitement for a New York Knicks basketball game. And you know what? You're like, you do that every other day, Mike. You always wake up and you always are excited for a New York Knicks basketball game. You're not wrong. But today is a little bit different. We have the New York Knicks going into Chicago to take on the undefeated Chicago Bulls, and I could not be more excited for this matchup. To me, this is a dead even game. So many storylines. We got Derrick Rose returning to Chicago. We got Taj Gibson and Tom Thibodeau also returning to Chicago from their glory days. It's Joakim Noah night in Chicago at the United Center. All these things factored in, it's going to be a hell of a game. I'm nervous. Obviously, it's one game in a regular season, relax. But this would be a big statement game. You go 4-1, you beat Chicago, who's undefeated, who's feeling themselves right now. Everybody's watching, everybody's tuned in tonight. So I'm excited. As far as injuries go, both teams have one injury. Kobe White's out for the Bulls, which I think is big for the Knicks. He kind of hurts them sometimes, gets hot from three. And Nerlens Noel is still out with a knee injury. They're saying hopefully he'll be back next game against New Orleans. So we'll see about that. They've been saying that for like a week about him, so we'll see. They're showing some Kemba graphics, but yes, happy everyone's here with me tonight. If you're popping in for a second, give us a like. And that's all you're going to hear about that. We got Kenny Albert and Clyde on the call tonight. No Mike Breen. I wonder what game is on ESPN tonight that he couldn't make it, because that's kind of disappointing that Mike Breen isn't doing this game. But it is what it is. They see Lonzo Ball. They're showing Lonzo Ball right now for the Bulls. Not worried about Lonzo Ball, to be honest. I'm not really worried about him. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really kill anybody. He's kind of like he stuffs the stat sheet in a bunch of areas. Not really a scoring threat, to be honest. But he's been getting hot from three so far. DeRozan's been going off strong so far. He looks like he's energized to be playing for the Bulls. So we'll see. I think Tibbs is going to be hungry for this one. Obviously, Derrick Rose is like the king of Chicago basketball, and he's returning to his hometown. You know he's going to want to put on a show. Just all these things considered, it's going to be a really good game. That's just all I can think. I saw Vegas' spread was -1.5 Chicago. I think that's fair at home. I think it's a pretty dead even game and can go either way. Knicks coming off a big win against Philly. First win against Philly in a long time. So we'll see if they can follow up on that. Honestly, I'm a little wary of this one. I think the Bulls play them tough. It's going to be about that second unit. Like I said before the season, if you're following me on Twitter, which you should, look at my Twitter handle. It's in the description below. But I've been saying all year, the Knicks' strength is not going to be Julius Randle this year. It's not going to be R.J. Barrett. It's not going to be the top two guys. It's going to be strength in numbers. It's going to be that their 10th guy is better than your 6th or 7th guy. And that's what they're going for. They're going for strength in numbers, a depth, a long game, which I think is a really, recipe for success in the regular season. I think no matter what, they'll be in the playoffs. But the question will be, what happens in the playoffs? Are they going to just get, torched by other teams' best players, and they're not going to be able to even use those second unit guys? Are they going to shrivel up? We're a long ways from there tonight. We'll take it one step at a time. But it's hard not to start thinking playoffs. You haven't seen the Knicks beat. All right, so they win opening night in thrilling fashion against Boston at home. Great game, classic game. All right, you'll always remember that. Then they go to Orlando, blow them out. All right, that's what you're supposed to do to Orlando. Then they have the letdown game against Orlando, which is really just mystifying to me. I can't believe they lost that game. Orlando had some guys get hot in that game, though, and they played Charlotte tough last night as well. So Orlando's not as bad as many people think, I think. But that was a terrible loss. Then they follow it up, and they beat Philly for the first time in 15 straight games. So you got to think, the resume is starting to build here for the Knicks. And if they can beat Chicago here, it's another feather in their cap. And then they play New Orleans, who I think is very, very winnable. Very winnable. What do you guys think? Who you got tonight? I'm predicting, I hate to do it. I think the Knicks lose in like a close one. I think they might lose in like the last possession or something crazy. We'll see. Derrick Rose, pound the over tonight. Whatever his over-under is, take the over. I think it might be probably stupid high, honestly. It's too easy of a bet. they're showing the NBA Lane commercials. These commercials are pretty cool, got to be honest. Although Zion probably hurt himself doing this commercial. Michael B. Jordan, talking about Michael Jeffrey Jordan. My least favorite thing about NBA games is the 10-minute break as soon as you start. Like, it's supposed to be 8 o'clock. They say 8 o'clock. Why don't they put 8:10 on the They do that for baseball too, I suppose, which is annoying. Like, why don't you just start when you say you're going to start? Why do you have to give a 10-minute buffer? I got to be honest, Wally Szczerbiak's a nice guy, and he was actually a really good NBA player. He should be doing T-Wolves. I'm sorry, I know he lives in New York. I want an ex-Knick talking Knicks. I want somebody who, listen, I'm sure Wally Szczerbiak grew up a Knick fan. I'm sure he is a Knick fan right now. He works for the company. He wants them to play well. But we got to be able to find another ex-Knick who can give us a little bit more like passion, call some players out a little bit more. And Wally Szczerbiak was a great NBA player. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, great. All right, not great, but he was very good. He shot the ball very well on some of the best Timberwolves teams of all time, which isn't saying much, but on those good KG teams, Wally Szczerbiak was involved. Alan Hahn is decent. Like, you always have to have that one, like, non-player talking, like, analyst guy. That's fine. I like Alan Hahn. But Szczerbiak, to me, he's a very nice guy. I just personally, as a Knick fan, and it has nothing against him, I just think as a Knick fan, I want an ex-Knick doing the games. Doing the pregame, postgame. Like, I would love to hear, I don't know. Obviously not Charles Oakley, right? But, like John Starks or Allen Houston, even though they're within the club, like, why can't they just talk about the game after? I guess because they're just too much of a homer. All those guys are, like, under contract, but they're under contract. Just talk about the team. Excited for this one. Opening tip coming up. Only 2 injuries. Both teams pretty much at full strength. Zach LaVine we did find out yesterday that Zach LaVine did tear a ligament in his, I think it's one of his fingers. I'm not sure if it was his thumb, but he intends to play through it. He's playing tonight, so we'll see if that affects him. It's his first game playing with that, so you have to imagine that may take some adjusting. But we'll see. That guy is scary. Zach LaVine is scary. Just how athletic he is. He has the range. He has the bounce, the quickness, all the above. So when he has confidence, like, he didn't look good in Euroball over the summer. Like, I watched him in the Olympics. Zach LaVine was not impressive, but this season, obviously in the NBA, he has this confidence, especially with the Bulls. Since coming to the Bulls, that it's his team, and he just looks like elite player. So he looks like an all-star. So we'll see how he does tonight with that finger. Mitch Robb on Vucevic is a big matchup. They were talking about that in the pregame on MSG. I agree. I think Mitch Robb needs to consistently put in performances like he did against Embiid. Early in that game, I was worried. I was tweeting it out. He was getting crossed up a little bit. He was going for head fakes, giving up cheap fouls. And Embiid hadn't done anything in that game. Had not done anything in that game at that point. So, as a defender, you want to make the guy hit, especially a 7-footer that's as difficult to guard as Embiid. You would want to make him hit some outside shots before you start going for those pump fakes, because he's already difficult enough to guard inside. Make him prove that he's going to hit those that night, especially because there were some rumors the other night that Embiid was injured coming into the game. So if you know that, and I'm sure he did, or he was told that, make him shoot jumpers and make him show, like, after running up and down the court, are his legs going to hold up? I don't know. Clearly not in that game, so we'll see. I'm worried about the starting unit getting, like, in trouble early in this game and then having to be one of those grinds, but it's almost like more comfortable as a Knicks fan to be coming from behind at this point. About to tip off. All right, starting lineups. R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker for the Knicks, DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Vucevic, Lonzo Ball, and Zach LaVine for the Bulls. Same starting fives that have started each game for both teams. So no excuse for injuries, like I said. We'll see what happens. The opening tip is up, and I will try to keep score the best I can, people. So let's dive in. Lonzo Ball with the ball. Bulls win the tip. Deflection from Kemba Walker. Vucevic retains it. A little pick and roll. Vucevic has it on the left block. R.J. Barrett doubles, kicks it out to Zach LaVine, who splashes a three ball to start the game. That is tough. LaVine right away. R.J. Barrett doubles off LaVine. I don't know why he's doing that to start the game. Let Vucevic and Mitch work. R.J. Barrett throws the lob, and Mitchell Robinson jams it. Tom Kelly, let's go with the Marbury jersey. Respect. That's old school, Tom. That's how you know. Mitch Rob with the dunk. Off the assist from R.J. Barrett. Lonzo Ball turns it over. Good defense from Fournier and Kemba Walker there. Fournier brings it up. 11 minutes to go. Fournier pull up three, and it's short. Vucevic gets the board. Lonzo Ball dribbles it up. They're looking to post up. DeRozan on Fournier here. DeRozan, ISO. Kicks it out. Vucevic for three, and he hits it. So Chicago hits their first 2 threes. And Tibbs will be pissed about that, but that's what this starting lineup is going to do. They're going to hit a bunch of threes. Fournier just missed his. You come the other way. Vucevic is just tough to guard. Randle on Patrick Williams goes right to the basket, misses, gets his own rebound, and puts it in. That's that Julius Randle effort. He may not get it the first time, but he's the next guy to get that board. That's what he reminds me of Melo a little bit, because he does have that quick second jump. He may not have the best vert, but he does have that second jump. Lonzo Ball, pump fake, tries a three, misses. Randle gets the board. Knicks bring it the other way. Kemba Walker learns a little pick and roll with Randle. Throws it to Randle, who has Lonzo Ball in him, tries to post up. LaVine looking to double. Randle kicks it to Fournier. Fournier drives, and he is fouled by LaVine. I don't know if I saw a foul there. Interesting call, I got to be honest. They call a foul on LaVine. Knicks will retain. And I just spilled seltzer all over myself. That's why we record, people. That's a moment. Kemba Walker kicks it to Fournier. Fournier, little pump fake in the lane. Splash, mid-range. Nice little pump fake composure from Fournier, and he's got a really nice stroke, as we see early from as a Knicks fan. Kick to Lonzo Ball for three, and he misses. Lonzo Ball starts out 0 for 2, so that's the guy I said I wasn't worried about. Lonzo Ball. Fournier pushes, goes right at LaVine, layup. No good from Fournier. Looking to draw contact, doesn't get the call. Maybe a call you get in previous years, not this year, which I like. I don't think that's a foul. I think that's a good no call. Keeping it fair here. Patrick Williams in the lane, working on R.J. Barrett. Kicks it out to DeRozan. Good. What a block from Mitchell Robinson from behind. He swats Patrick Williams, who had an easy jam in the lane. R.J. Barrett drives. R.J. Barrett with the two-handed slam, and the Knicks lead 8-6. Electric back-to-back plays there. Mitchell Robinson gets the block from behind, and R.J. Barrett picks up the ball, runs the length of the court, jams it. And that's where R.J. looks his best, when he gets to go one-on-one in transition. He gets to use that Euro step. He's crafty when he has one man to beat. LaVine spins in a lane, turns it over. Good defense from the Knicks, and he's screaming for a foul. I mean, it looked ugly. It looked like he got fouled. What a block from Mitchell Robinson on that previous play on Patrick Williams. R.J. Barrett goes right around DeRozan. DeRozan doesn't move his feet. Kemba Walker pull up three, and he knocks it down. And the New York Knicks are up by 5. Let's go, baby. Good start here. Good start. DeRozan around the pick. Good defense from Fournier. Gets his hand on it. DeRozan back at the top of the key. They get into Vucevic. Wants to ISO on Mitch. A little fade away, and he doesn't make it. Good defense. Good contest from Mitchell Robinson. Hand down, man down, as Mark Jackson likes to say. Kemba Walker kicks it to Barrett in the corner for three, and he splashes a three, and they're coming out red hot. They are coming out red hot, ladies and gentlemen. DeRozan runs a pick and roll with Vucevic. Keeps it. Fournier working on defending on DeRozan. Levine, big time three, and he rims it out. So Levine made his first three, misses his next. Randall at the top of the key. Kicks it to Kemba. Pick and roll. Kemba, little jab step in the lane. Lob to Robinson. It's insane right now. This is getting crazy. The Knicks go up 16-6. And what a start we have, ladies and gentlemen. What a start we have. Oh, baby. We're getting the surge going. Kemba Walker, nasty play. Gets in the lane. First play before that, he throws a left-handed wraparound pass to the corner. R.J. Barrett knocks it down. The next play, Kemba jab step, gets his defender to sell for the screen, goes into the lane, throws that lob. Let's go, Tom and Justin. Let's go. This team, that looked like some all-star game stuff right there. The way they just played. And we didn't see, I got to be honest, we did not see that last year. We saw some Randall moments. We did not see this type of like offense last year. We did not. Let me know if you guys agree or not. But like that level of razzle dazzle, they can't guard us type of stuff that we didn't see that last year. Every bucket was tough last year. Let's go, Justin and Tom. Shout out to you guys for being in the stream. Real ones, my guys. But there's two of you in the stream. Only one of you didn't hit like yet. Who is it? Own up to it. Own up to it. Yo, I'm hype, baby. Let's get the towel out. Let's get the towel out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Dude, Mitchell Robinson is a problem. He is a problem. They need to, Justin, you're right. I think we got to extend. Tom and Justin, you guys are right. We got to extend that man. Let's go. Oh my goodness gracious. The floor is so much more space, and like, to be honest, Fournier, all right, who are you putting your worst defender on the Knicks? Like, your worst big is gonna have to guard Mitch and get dunked on. Just hit the thumbs up, Just hit the thumbs up. Whatever that thumbs up button is. It's all good. You're Ted Lasso, dude. You're Ted Lasso. You're officially Ted Lasso. That's your name. You know what it's like? I forget what it's like to have a really good head coach. And I'm starting to remember what it's like when you have a head coach who cares more than you do for a change and isn't just like, oh, well, whatever. Maybe we'll get a good player next year. Like, this guy expects something out of his players, Tibbs. And especially when it means something to him, I know that the team is going to come out here and play well. DeRozan, little pull-up coming out of break. He knocks it down. So Chicago desperately needed that. Classic DeRozan, little pull-up midi in the top of the key. You give that up, honestly. I'll give that up to him. He's going to make those all night. God willing. Bad turnover for Kemba. He was looking for the lob. It wasn't there. He tries to throw it to the corner. It gets picked. DeRozan, Euro step, gets a bucket coming out of the break. So not how you want to come out of that timeout. Bulls have answered the call, especially DeRozan. Kemba with the turnover there. That was tough. 16-10 here. 6:30 remaining in the first quarter. Randall on Patrick Williams. Pull up. Brick. Terrible shot from Randall. It looked like he wanted to get a shot up. Pick and roll. They sell out for Levine, and Vucevic has an easy midi. So 6 unanswered for the Bulls. Right after we were just hyped up, 6 unanswered for the Bulls. That's the way the NBA works. Nothing to go crazy over, but it's nice they got a little lead to start the game. Terrible turnover for RJ Barrett. Terrible turnover. They look bad now. Second guessing themselves on passes. Bulls change up their defense. Vucevic from the corner. Nope. Kicks it out to DeRozan. Top of the key. Back of the iron. Randall clears. 16-12. Knicks Kemba kicks it to Fournier. Fournier Euro steps, kicks it out to Kemba. Quick touch pass, Randall, top of the key, short. And the Bulls get the rebound. Randall is not playing well right now. Levine spins on Kemba and gets a dunk. Tibbs going to want timeout now. And he answers with his timeout of his own. So, a little zigzag, and we're back at a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Levine just posted up Kemba in transition. Got the matchup he liked. Spins right away. Jams it. Julius Randle, man. His shooting has dipped early on. Is that fatigue? What do you guys think of Randle so far? I mean, I like the way he's been getting people involved, but his jumper, he's not giving me that same vote of confidence so far this year. Like, it's wet. Doesn't look great. Tale of 2 quarters so far, but it's only been 7 minutes. So tale of 7 minutes so far. Knicks dominate the first 5 minutes. The Bulls dominate the last 2 minutes, and we have a 2-point ball game. Nothing to go crazy over. Long game. NBA games do this all the time, but you would have liked to seen that lead last a little longer. Holy crap. They just won that back in like a minute and a half. But this is the key for the Knicks. You could wear a team out. Over 4 quarters, they can wear teams out. Levine's going hard now. DeRozan's going hard now. My thing is, I just don't want to see Vucevic go crazy, man, from the outside. If we need to put Toppin on him, and like, I'm fine with that. Just let Vucevic get 2s all night if that's what they want. Yeah, he's kind of giving. To be honest with you, Randall. But the thing about Randall is he passes a lot better than Melo. But I think his game is very similar to left-handed way. Obviously, I think Melo's peak was greater. Melo was a better scorer, but I think Randall has shown that he can get people involved passing the basketball a little better than that. But in terms of their offensive game, like Randall and Melo both are isolation guys. They're jab step. They want to get you one-on-one jab step either, and they have that option of posting you up or shooting jumper in your face, elevating over you. So, and they have that second jump too. Sometimes they're not the greatest finishers at the rim. Like, they're not going to finish over you, dunk on you. Yeah, they'll get one every once in a while. Melo got a few dunks early on in his career on people, but Randall and Melo are very similar. They have that second jump on their misses that they can follow up quicker than anyone else. The thing is, it's almost like it's so refreshing to be like, oh, the second unit comes in, maybe we get a 10, we go on a 10-0 run. That's like a legit feel of this team now. Kemba now working. We're back from break. Kemba kicks it out to Fournier. Alex Caruso is checked in for Chicago. Knicks had not made any substitutions. Kemba, pull up 3, splash for Kemba Walker. Let's go, Kemba. Let's go, boy. BX. Let's go. Vucevic in the post, working on Robinson. Hands it off to Levine, who goes around the baseline, kicks it to another person they may have saw. Looks like Troy Brown Jr. Kicked in. Vucevic, little hook shot over Robinson, and it is good. Vucevic is hurting them early. Caruso guarding Kemba. They got the Bulls going to their bench early here. Interesting strategy. Randall working on Caruso now after the switch. Kicks it out to Fournier for three. Short. And LaVine gets the board. Pushes it up to Caruso. Caruso on the right wing, guarded by Randall. Pick and roll with Vucevic. Vucevic in the post. Caruso, a little give and go. Fade away. Doesn't make it. Fournier gets the rebound. 3:40 remaining. Randall pitches to Fournier. A little pick and pop. Randall in the post. Vucevic doubles. Randall passes tipped, deflected out of bounds. 5 to shoot for the Knicks. Someone is shaking up for the Bulls, and the Knicks are coming in with the goon squad on the bench. Burks checking in. D Rose, Chicago's own D Rose, getting a standing ovation. And I gotta turn up the volume. Standing O in his hometown and his ex-team. You gotta love that. D Rose gets a fresh cut too. It looks like Alec Burks, as soon as he comes in, shoots a fadeaway and airballs it. Ugly. That's the first thing you do as soon as you come in, Alec Burks. Fadeaway, airball. LaVine posting up Fournier. Gibson shows on the pick and roll. LaVine picks up his dribble, kicks it to Caruso on the right wing. Vucevic cuts to the top of the key, throws it Caruso for the layup, and the Bulls get a layup. Nice little play there. Bulls looking good, to be honest with you, on offense. Caruso runs around Vucevic. Vucevic hits him on the backdoor cut. And Caruso with a nice finish over the top. Rose in the pick and roll. D Rose attacking. Floater, no good. We got a good basketball game, folks. This is what I was expecting. Zach LaVine guarded by Fournier. I don't know if I like that matchup for the Knicks. Vucevic kicks it to Caruso in the corner, who splashes a three. What a pass from Vucevic to find Caruso in the corner, and the Bulls regain the lead. Javonte Green picks up a foul on Randall. Randall needs to start getting involved a little bit. And he needs to start getting some easy baskets or some good looks. They take Kemba out early. Alec Burks needs to play better, man. Alec Burks needs to play better. Rose off the pick and roll. Throws it back out top to Burks. Randall posting up on Javonte Green. Magic show baseline help. Vucevic kicks it out to Quickly, who just checked in the game, and they call a travel on Randall. Interesting call. Didn't look like he traveled there. Yeah, Vucevic is picking him apart. They brought in Taj to try to neutralize him. 7-0 run for the Bulls the last 2:15, so that's tough. And counting. DeRozan. Top of the key, turns it over. Bad pass off the top of the hands of Vucevic. Quickly now in the game, pushing. Randall being guarded by Troy Brown Jr., working on him. Drives in the lane. Fadeaway. Gives to Taj Gibson. Reverse layup is good. Taj Gibson back at his old team, the United Center. Oh, and the Knicks late getting back, and Troy Brown Jr. has a dunk. Tom Thibodeau is going to have someone's ass for that. He is going to have someone's ass for that. Terrible transition defense, and the Bulls get an easy layup. Next play down, Derrick Rose turns it over. Caruso gets the steal. DeRozan on the drive, draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Rough little stretch here for the Knicks. Very rough. It's a long game. Knicks are only down 2, but they had a 10-point lead to start this game. Bulls have come roaring back. Tom says Tibbs going to have a stroke. He should be. That was horrible. Finally, they take Randall out. Randall, terrible start to his game. Bad start. Toppin comes in. Hopefully Toppin can bring some energy here, get up and down the court in a fast game, looks like so far. DeRozan had 26 on Monday. DeRozan looks good tonight. He's got at least 6 so far, I believe, if my count is correct. Minute 20 remaining. Knicks down 4, 25-21. I got to add that, too, for Chicago after DeRozan sinks a pair. Knicks bring it up the court. Toppin hands off to Quickly. Quickly pump fakes, drives to the lane, kicks it back out to Toppin. Two-man game. Toppin pump fakes, kicks it back out to Quickly. Quickly for three, and he misses. Taj Gibson offensive rebound and put back, and a big offensive board and put back for Taj. Couple nice buckets for Taj there to keep the Knicks on the board while they're not playing their greatest on offense right now. Quickly has not shot the ball well from three so far. I'm a little bit worried about Quickly. Caruso pull up three, misses. D-Rose the board. 40 seconds remaining. D-Rose to the basket. Layup is good. D-Rose just decided he wanted to go there, and he elevated. D-Rose is just so athletic still. I mean, that's the thing about D-Rose, and I know it's been said a million times, but the angle I'm taking is he's still so athletic. He's still faster than a lot of point guards. All right, well, whoever is wearing a headband for the Bulls just threw up an absolutely abysmal shot. Abysmal shot. He looks like Gervinho. If you're a soccer fan, he looks like Gervinho. 6 to shoot. Quickly, ISO. He's going to shoot it himself here. Isolation for Quickly. Little floater in the lane is good for Emmanuel Quickly. Quickly is a taunter, man. He talks a lot of trash. A lot of trash from Emmanuel Quickly. And somehow the Knicks finished that quarter with a 27-25 lead. Ebbs and flows of that quarter. But you got to be honest, kind of what we expected. We got a 2-point game. We got a 2-point NBA game. And I'm impressed overall with both teams. It's good to see the Bulls and Knicks play this well. Good finish to this quarter, and it was all the Bulls, the ex-Bulls. It was all Gibson and Rose on offense. And that final floater from Quickly was big. I'm worried about Quickly's three ball, man. It just looks off to me. It doesn't look as locked in as last year. Looks like he's been focusing on other things, maybe a little bit. And that three ball isn't hitting so far. It doesn't look pure. Alize Johnson, Tom. Yeah, I thought he was still in the Nets, honestly. I liked him for the Nets, but he looks like Gervinho. He's got the Gervinho headband wig combination. Let's go, boys. Tom and Justin, love you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying one with me. Having a couple of surges tonight on a Thursday night because the Knicks don't play tomorrow night, so maybe we'll take it easy. Vucevic was hot, though, in that quarter. Vucevic is tough, man. I kind of wanted the Knicks to make a move on him last year, but it cost the Bulls a lot. They're going to have to pay Levine, and we'll see how their roster looks down the road. We'll see if Levine wants to stay there. You know what wouldn't shock me, though? Levine being like, F it, I'm going to go to the Clippers or the Lakers somehow. That's a conspiracy theory hot take. I don't know, but I just feel like Levine is a guy who would just want to live in LA. Obviously, he went to UCLA for that 1 year or whatever, 2 years that he was there. But he strikes me as that dude who wants to live in LA. Take that for what it's worth. We got the second quarter. We'll put the 2 up. My question is, ready? QR code, whoever invented that. How rich is the guy who invented the QR code? Did one person invent it? Did a company invent it? I didn't Google it. I usually Google things like this because I don't. We're back, and Rose drives to the lane, gets a lefty layup, and Derrick Rose wastes no time. Let's go, D-Rose. You know he wanted to show out tonight. 4 points for D-Rose. 4 points for Taj Gibson. We got a little ticky-tack foul, looks like on Quickly, on Alec Burks there. Alec Burks. All right, so the three guys who, listen, I'm not saying they've been bad, all right? They've had moments, which is why the team's played well. But I'm a little bit worried about Randall. I'm a little bit worried about Quickly, his three-point shot mostly. And I'm a little bit worried about Alec Burks just to start the year. Well, I mean, they'll probably get better. It'll probably get hot. But every game counts. Gibson traps. The handoff is to DeRozan. Gibson stays with him. Caruso wide open, Quickly closes out. Caruso Euro step, wild shot. Taj tries to clear. Taj tries to get the board. The ball, wild scrap for the rebound. Alize Johnson picks it up, and there is a foul on Derrick Rose in that wild scramble for the ball. Taj was diving on it, trying to grab it. Alize Johnson was slapping at it, and the ball was just loose the whole time. And I guess D Rose might have grabbed Alize Johnson in that whole rigmarole. The Surge right now is blood orange, but I have some blackberry in the fridge. We'll probably get to one or two of those in the second half. DeRozan, pull up, no good. Alize Johnson misses the rebound. It's tapped and quickly picks it up, quickly pushes it. As exactly his name says, quickly, as we all have made that joke a million times. The pitch to Burks on the left. Burks comes around the screen, a little pull-up three, bangs it home, and Alec Burks tells me to shut up. And I'm happy to shut up, Alec Burks. Keep doing that. I loved him last season. He was one of my favorite players last year. Bulls come back. Lonzo kicks it to Patrick Williams a little bit. Javonte Green out of control, but he throws it to Alize Johnson, who gets a little lay-in. Knicks push it up. This game is up and down. Caruso guarding D Rose. D Rose doesn't think he can guard him. D Rose a little hezzy around the basket. And one reverse for Derrick Rose. Oh my goodness gracious. Derrick Rose business last year was highway robbery. How Leon Rose and World Wide West and Brock Aller and the Knicks front office and Scott Perry were all able to make that trade last year for Derrick Rose was highway robbery. This guy is a beast. BlackBerry invented QR code. Good call, Justin. My bad. I was already looking at because I'm like, damn, I got a BlackBerry Surge in the fridge. D Rose finishes the three-point play, and the Knicks go up by 8. Second unit, baby, second unit. DeRozan in the post, guarded by Alec Burks. Hands off to Caruso. Caruso tosses it to Ball for 3, who misses. Alec Burks comes flying in, gets the rebound. Nice play from Burks. Quickly gets the ball up the court, and he slows it down. Comes off the pick and roll from Taj Gibson, pull up 3, and quickly is short on that 3 ball. I'm worried about that quickly 3 ball, man. I'm telling you. And Billy Donovan wants timeout. So the Knicks are up 8. Billy Donovan takes a timeout. Lonzo Ball is bricking up a storm. Every time I watch this guy against the Knicks, he doesn't play well. But every other game I don't watch, apparently he hits shots. It's the same thing with LaMelo, to be honest. Every time I watch LaMelo, he does nothing. Every time I don't watch him, he puts on a show. But the second unit for the Knicks, what more can you say? But I'm worried about this quickly three ball slump. I think he'll work himself out of it. I think that's what he does. But someone like him, you can't be going through these types of slumps. Like I could just see it in his shot, the confidence. I don't know if he's rushing it. He's moving too fast. What do you guys think? Tom and Justin, I know both of you can knock down some shots. You think Quickly's shot looks the same, or you think maybe he's just rushing it? What's good? Just a little slump. It happens. Let me know. Let's look around the NBA real fast, because this is an NBA stream. Sixers up 13 on the Pistons. Wizards beating the Hawks by 15 in the third quarter. Wow. Both teams coming off a tough back-to-back last night. The Wizards knocked off the Celtics last night, which is impressive. The Hawks beat the Pelicans by the skin of their teeth. And right now the Wizards are beating them by 15. Brad Beal with 21. Harrell with 19. Caldwell Pope with 16. The Jazz are blowing out the Rockets as expected. So the rest of these games are pretty much blowouts at the moment. There's 2 more games yet to start. So this Knicks game it was the best game on the slate, obviously, going into the night. But right now the score is backing it up. Obviously, it's only an 8. The Knicks are up 8, which to me means absolutely nothing. And wake me when they're up 25, then I'll start feeling comfortable. Defense is picked up. Yeah, Tom, his 3 ball you can't come in, you can't be this cold. You got to give us like one out of 3, 1 out of 4. Just a slump, it'll be fine. All right. I hope so. I'm sure he'll work himself out of it. Like I feel like his ego is too big. So I feel like I love players with egos because that means they're gonna work hard to back that up. So I'm confident that Quickly will put it together. But I want to beat the Bulls right now, and he's missing shots. So pissing me off, and pissing Tibbs off. I'm sure. The wildest thing to me about Tibbs is the fact that he has no wife and kids. Like, you gotta love that as a sports fan if your coach has no wife and kids. Like, what else does he care about? Not much besides whatever he's doing at work, and he must be good at it. DeRozan pull up, no good. DeRozan's gone a little bit cold. D-Rose clears it, pushes it up the court. Looks like he wanted to take a pull up. Patrick Williams defends. D-Rose gets it back. Pull up from D-Rose, short. Gibson gets the offensive board. Good board from Gibson, and D-Rose off his hands. Does he retain it? No. Caruso gets it up to Lonzo Ball, who will have an easy jam. Scramble for the ball. And Lonzo Ball ends up with his first bucket of the game, an easy dunk after Caruso threw it up the other way. I tweeted before I was a little bit worried about Caruso. Next play down the court, another turnover. It looks like, Javonte Green, good defense, tries to get the steal on Toppin. But that's bad offense from the Knicks. They're turning it over too much. It's Joakim Noah night. And you have to think, I guess because Tibbs is the coach, D-Rose would be here. I get it. But it's also like we did have Joakim Noah after he left Chicago, and he sucked. Javonte Green called for a foul on Alec Burks. Cheap foul. Knicks up 6 here, 8:57 remaining, second quarter. Knicks inbounded to Toppin after the reach-in foul. Rose now kicks it out to Alec Burks, pump fakes, gets Caruso quickly wide open from the corner for three, in and out. Another miss from Quickly. He's had some good looks. DeRozan double down. Deflected by Taj Gibson and goes out of bounds. Quickly again, guys. How many threes had Quickly been open for at this point? That was good ball movement. Alec Burks, unselfish. Quickly was wide open from the corner. Just doesn't knock it down. Lonzo Ball knocks down a three. And now he's finally getting going. That's what happens when you give up easy transition buckets. A guy starts getting confidence. D-Rose comes around the screen. Being guarded by Javonte Green. D-Rose in the lane. Layup, no good. D-Rose kind of throws it up there. Thought he was fouled. Doesn't get the call. Patrick Williams for three. That's no good. That was ugly, man. I don't want to hear anybody talk about Patrick Williams. I'm not impressed. Maybe he's good defensively. Quickly goes to the basket. Floater. No good. Tipped in by Taj. Man, Taj Gibson's having a great game tonight. He is having a great game tonight. 6 points. Couple offensive boards. Has been better defensively than Mitchell Robinson to start, but Vucevic hasn't been in, to be honest. Patrick Williams drives. Taj Gibson swats it. He throws it. Burks throws it ahead to Toppin, who lays it in. Transition play for the New York Knicks, and Obi Toppin gets a layup, and they're back up 7. This second unit, baby. Outside of quickly missing threes, his second unit has played great. Lonzo Ball now. Kicks it out. Patrick Williams. Kicks it back out. Lonzo Ball. He wants to shoot a three, you could tell. Taj gets out on him. Ball drives and gets a foul call. He will shoot 2. Good D from Taj, man. Toppin is legit. I'm sorry, is Toppin the fastest guy running without the basketball that you guys have seen in the NBA right now? Maybe I got Knicks blinders on. I watch a lot of basketball. This guy running without the ball gets ahead of the pack so quickly, man. And not Emmanuel quickly. He gets out very quickly. Emmanuel quickly is kind of pissing me off right now, to be honest with you. Who was back in transition on that top and dunk? That top and just pretty much gave a 10-minute head start and outran him. Lonzo Ball hits the front end, misses the second. D Rose and Mitch Rob. Mitch Rob just checked back in for Gibson. Rose leaves the floater short, and Robinson deflects it out of bounds. So Derrick Rose been a little bit hit and miss so far. He's missing his floaters a little bit. D Rose kind of rushing a little bit. I'd like to see him slow it down, take his time, get to his spot, elevate, hit his shot. Lonzo was back in transition. Okay, he was lollygagging, or Toppin made him look like he was running in quicksand. Levine in the lane, almost turns it over, gets away with it. Patrick Williams drives, guarded by Toppin. Little floater in the lane is good from Patrick Williams. First bucket of the game from him. 6:20 remaining. Knicks up 4. 39-35 is your score, as you can see there. Alec Burks, pick and roll with Mitch Rob. Throws the lob to Toppin, and it's guarded by Patrick Williams correctly there finally. And quickly gives up the foul ahead of the pack. Smart foul there. But, you know, I'm kind of annoyed with Quickly. I just hate how... All right, if he's not making shots, I get it. All right, he's in a slump. But I hate that play where he gives up the foul. That time, it was one-on-one. It wasn't numbers. It was one-on-one. Stand your ground, play some defense. Or take a charge, something. Go for the steal. Like, don't just give up an easy foul like that. I know he's really small and he'll get overpowered, but still. Levine in the lane drives, gets the layup, and it's a 2-point game. So the Bulls, since bringing Levine and Vucevic is back in the game as well, they've been doing well. Fournier, guarded by Levine. Stops in the top of the key, hands off to Barrett. Barrett floater is good. Nice little floater from R.J. Barrett. Welcome to the party. I know he hit a 3 early on, but welcome to the party, R.J. Barrett. Be aggressive, hit some shots. Thank you, sir. You had a good basketball game. Levine turns it over. Good defense from the Knicks. Kemba in transition, slows it up. Runs pick and roll with Mitch Rob. Throws it behind his back. Kicks it out to R.J. Barrett. Wing 3, it's no good. He was open there, folks. Good kick out from Kemba, and RJ just missed it. Patrick Williams, pull up, mid-range, good. So ever since I started talking about Patrick Williams, he finally started making some plays. Two buckets for him. Kemba in the pick and roll. Stops what he's doing, hands it off to RJ Barrett. No foul call. I thought he was reached. RJ, floater, no call. Twice he thought he was fouled, no call. Good defense from the Bulls there. Patrick Williams throws it to Vucevic. Mid-range, no good. Vucevic was wide open. RJ Barrett in transition. Drives. Doesn't. It gets blocked, I believe. Weird take from Barrett. Levine, I guess, altered his shot. Someone came back and got a piece. Vucevic throws it to Troy Brown Jr. Throws up a 3. No good. Randall tips it to himself. Starts running the break. Randall hands off to Kemba. Kemba drives. Good take from Kemba Walker. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from Kemba Walker, baby. I'm liking me some Kemba. My problem is RJ's mid-range game needs to improve. Like, if he's not gonna, he's getting better at the spot up threes, but it's almost like he's driver. RJ to the basket right away, reverse layup right as I'm talking about him, and the Knicks go back up 6. Levine goes baseline. Barrett grabs him on the floor. Barrett just gets around Levine that time, goes reverse, nice finish. Though RJ Barrett looks. My thing about him being a better finisher, it's like the reason he's taken some tough drives is because he has no mid range. Like he has no consistent float game. He has no consistent like jumper in the mid range or move to get to a mid range shot. Like when he puts his head down, he's going to the cup. And defenses can react and at least defend him to the point where it's going to be a tough shot. And he doesn't have like, Zach LaVine vert or Obi Toppin type of vert where he's jumping over somebody. Occasionally he'll catch somebody like he did Bogdanovich in the playoffs last year. Zach LaVine hits a pair. But yeah, I think his like drive game, Kemba pull up three, no good. Mitchell Robinson cannot get the board. Good tip from Lonzo Ball. Levine throws it into Caruso in the post. What a pass from Alex Caruso. Oh, my goodness. Behind the back, and Levine. Kemba doesn't have his head up. Levine fell down. Mitch Rob picks it up. RJ Barrett now guarded by DeRozan. Throws it up to Mitch Rob, who doesn't make the dunk, and he was fouled by Lonzo Ball. What I love about RJ to Mitch Rob is it does remind me of, not like obviously Zion is more electric, but RJ has that feel. What a pass from Caruso, man. Yeah, just because the thing about a guy like RJ, when you don't, like he's quick, he's a good athlete, but he's not going to finish over the top of elite NBA defenders, elite NBA centers ever. So he needs to work on it. He's gotten his 3-point. Like, I have confidence that if he's wide open, he can knock down a 3 now, which was not the case his rookie year, which is good. That's improvement. But in order to set up the straight line drives that he does, he's got to make himself a threat at all 3 levels, because once he puts his head down, they start sending bodies to him. And he's gotten good at kicking it out. And this whole team, that's one of the Knicks' biggest strengths under Tom Thibodeau. He's finally taught the basketball team how to kick it out, how to drive and kick. Like, it's so simple, but I don't remember like this level of drive and kick for the Knicks since Stephon Marbury. One of the most slept-on Knicks in my lifetime. Guy was fun to watch. I don't care what anybody says. We will be taking a little bit of break, guys, just to use the restroom and whatnot at halftime. But appreciate you guys, especially Tom and Justin in the chat, for popping in. Good game. A lot of good players on the court. That pass from Caruso, man. He throws a backdoor behind the back pass to set up Zach LaVine for an easy dunk. It was just beautiful. Beautiful. Let's look at the stats real fast. It feels like the Knicks are just balanced. Kemba leading the Knicks in scoring, followed by D. Rose and Taj. No, actually, RJ Barrett leading the Knicks in scoring with 9 points. Zach LaVine has 11 for the Bulls, but it's a low-scoring half. Yeah, definitely a good game to live stream. I woke up today and I was like, damn, I'm too hyped. I'm going to be watching it here. Why wouldn't I throw a stream up? Tom Thibodeau won Coach of the Year with both the Knicks and the Bulls. Who is the only other active coach to win the award with 2 teams? And the answer is Mike Budenholzer, who has won it for the Bucks and the Hawks. What up, Ant? RJ's looking decent. This is going to be a grinded out game. This is going to be a bite your nails type of game. Mitch Robb hits 1 of 2. Lonzo Ball, top of the key. 2:15 remaining second quarter. Throws it into Vucevic. Mitchell Robinson guarding him. Vucevic posting up, backing him down. Kicks it out to DeRozan, who pitches it to LaVine in the corner. LaVine drives. LaVine spins, and he travels. He falls down on the spin move and travels. Good defense from the Knicks there. Chicago is in the bonus, I should mention. But yeah, Anthony says RJ is looking smooth so far. I agree. I love when he puts his head down, and I love when he's got a wide open three. I'm confident on both of those things. But though, if you want to be elite, you got to be a 3-level scorer. Randall sees the double team. He's trapped. Throws it into Robinson, who gets fouled in the post. Oh, what's the call? They call a travel on Robinson there? Oh, they called 3 seconds, I believe, on Robinson camping out. Julius Randle, man, just getting double teamed, trapped. Not a good half from him. The Knicks are up 3, and Julius Randle has, I think, 2 points. So that's all you need to know about the difference between this year and last year. Knicks leave DeRozan, top of the key, easy 2 points. Oh, he missed it. DeRozan, man, he shoots a lot of mid-range, missed an easy mid-range. Terrible defense from the Knicks. Breakdown there. Knicks throw it into Randall. He's being defended by Lonzo Ball. He kicks it out. Kemba Walker for 3. Cash! Kemba! Cardiac! Kemba, you love it. You'll love it. I love a real New Yorker. Kemba is... backdoor play. Zach LaVine and 1. Zach LaVine is a really good cutter, and he's super fast, man. I gave them an extra point before LaVine hit the free throw. But a nasty backdoor. Let's see who gets beat backdoor there. RJ Barrett. All right, everybody shut up about RJ Barrett now, Defensive Player of the Year. He's being beat backdoor on those. I can't stand that. I'd rather you get beat on the ball than off the ball. Off the ball is easier to play defense. RJ Barrett is constantly guilty of getting beat backdoor. Constantly. Yeah, Randall is struggling with the double team, but the thing is, Randall always knows the double team is coming. He's known it for 2 years now. Did I just hear Kevin Knox is coming in? No. Pretty sure that was Taj Gibson. Robinson's hurt. What are they talking about with Robinson, guys? Is Robinson hurt? LaVine hits the free throw, so I should have just left that point up there, but you never know. Knicks bring it up. Up 3. Kemba throws it into Randall. Randall being guarded by Caruso. Randall kicks it to Fournier in the corner for 3. Splash! What a pass. And that Bullock-Randall connection is looking like that Randall-Fournier connection early in the year. It's looking like Randall and Fournier seem to have that ESP already. DeRozan for 3. Nothing but the bottom. And we got some NBA action here in Chicago at the United Center. Knicks push it up the court. Kemba hands it off to Barrett, who hands it off to Randall. Randall works it in the corner, has Lonzo Ball on him. Randall drives, kicks it to Fournier again in the corner for 3. Evan Fournier, back-to-back threes. Let's go. 23 seconds remaining. Get a stop here. Get a stop. 15. LaVine working on Barrett, top of the key. 11, 10. LaVine makes his move. Gets the pick from Ball. He switches on to Walker. Shoots the pull-up. Zach LaVine, cash. Oh, my goodness. These last minute and a half have been crazy. Fournier from half court, no good. And the Knicks lead by 4 at the half. Oh, my goodness gracious. That 3 from LaVine. R.J. Barrett is getting cooked by Zach LaVine. That is a fact. That's what's happening. Didn't see what happened with Justin said DJ. Didn't see what's happening with Mitch. Think he's all right. Anthony with the French flag. Let's go. Fournier. The Randall to Fournier connection is looking like that Randall to Bullock connection of last year, which is exactly what the role you wanted to fill, except you hope that Fournier occasionally, when everyone starts running out at him and attacking him, he's able to go to the basket or create a shot for somebody else. And that's what's happened so far. I'm about to take a bathroom break for halftime. But yeah, LaVine is killing us, man. LaVine is killing us. And it's hard to say what you do to stop him. I almost want to just keep it the way it is. Let RJ do the best he can on him. Eventually he'll start missing some like he did early in the game. He started bricking some. I'm not worried about Lonzo Ball. I'm worried about LaVine and Vucevic. The rest of their team, like Caruso. Caruso's an intangible guy, man. He's a good bench guy. I like him. I think he was a good pickup for them. I think DeRozan doesn't even scare me, to be honest. So DeRozan and Ball don't scare me. I'm worried about Vucevic and LaVine hitting open shots. They just have smooth strokes. They both offer something. Vucevic is big as hell, strong as hell, skilled as hell, and LaVine is one of the most athletic guys possibly in NBA history. All right, I think Zach LaVine's comp is Vince Carter. I don't know if anybody's made it, but Zach LaVine has like the game of Vince Carter. Peak after peak, all of the above. Well, Justin and Tom and Anthony, let me know what you guys think. Zach LaVine, new Vince Carter. All right, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be back in let's call it 5 minutes to talk about second half and the rest of the NBA. Maybe we'll talk a little NFL. And hope you guys can stay with me. Appreciate it. we are back. Thank you if you're sticking around, if you stuck around. We got a hell of a second half on our hands coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm worried. Zach LaVine's hot. Knicks held in strong. The good news for the Knicks, Julius Randle had probably one of his worst halves in a Knicks uniform. Like, he just didn't do anything in that half. Didn't create that much. I mean, he did create 2 threes for Evan Fournier. Okay, 2 assists. He moves the ball well. He knows when he's getting doubled now, which the Bulls clearly have prepared for him. They're not going to let him go crazy on them. They're kind of playing that Hawks defense on him. And I think he's going to have a better second half. So if everyone else holds pat and Julius Randle plays like we know he can for a half or even a quarter, I think we're in good shape. Zach LaVine played a great half. He hit some big shots. He made some nice plays. That finger clearly is not bothering him, so that's good for Bulls fans. There's a world where he comes into tonight and that finger is an issue. It wasn't an issue so far. He's making back cuts, getting easily behind R.J. Barrett. Then he's shooting pull-ups in R.J. Barrett's face. The thing about Zach LaVine is it's all about him because he's one of those guys, like, he's so quick, he elevates so high on his jumper. You're really not gonna defend him if he's hitting pull-up threes, and you really aren't gonna defend him. And I don't love in today's NBA, if you have a decent 5 on the floor, like the Bulls do, the Bulls starting 5 is decent. I don't want to help. I will give up I will hope that my starting center can get there and Zach LaVine can't finish over Mitchell Robinson more than I will help. Send an early double at Zach LaVine and leave Lonzo Ball or somebody else wide open for 3. Like that I don't like. I'm sure Tibbs knows that. Tibbs is like the guru on not giving up threes, but they can find a way to stop LaVine or somebody can defend LaVine a little bit better. I think they're in very good shape. Because I don't see Randle having another half like that. Getting some traction on this Zach LaVine, Vince Carter comp. Let's get this second half going. I'm ready. My heart is ready. Let's look at the stats. Let's get the stats going. And also, let's take a look at the NFL. I want to know what the score of this game is. 7-7 in the second quarter. Low-scoring game early. We have a Aaron Jones rushing touchdown and a Chase Edmonds rushing touchdown. So not missing much in the NFL tonight. In the NBA, outside of the Knicks, Sixers blown out the Pistons by 22 in the fourth. Wizards up 7, 4.5 remaining in the fourth in that one. Jazz blown out the Rockets at halftime. Spurs up by 10 early against the Mavs. And obviously Knicks are up 4 at halftime as we stand here. So let's get that third quarter. Kenny Albert and Walt Frazier coming up next. Where's Mike Breen tonight? Is there an ESPN game that I'm missing? Or is there a game tomorrow that he can't make it? There's no ESPN game. I'm worried. Mike Breen must be busy. I know for a fact he was at the Philly game watching. He wasn't even calling the game because it was on TNT. Good half from. Oh yeah, let's get the stats. I already got distracted by the other team's scores. Walker, 11 points. Good half from Kemba. 4 of 5 from the field. 3 of 4 from 3. Kemba's had 2 good games in a row so far. It's 2 halves to every game. R.J. Barrett, 9 points. 4 of 7 from the field. Julius Randle, okay, 7 boards, 5 assists. He only took 4 shots. So he's taking what the defense has given him. I hope he doesn't force it in the second half. Only 2 points from Randall, but 5 assists, 7 points. 7 boards. You'll take that. D Rose 7 points off the bench. Taj Gibson 6 points off the bench. Otherwise, just a bucket here or there for everyone else. Fournier did get hot at the end of the second quarter. He did hit 2 threes back to back. He's 3 of 7, 2 of 5 from 3 with 8 points. So balanced scoring from the Knicks, which is what I think we're going to see all year. And on the Bulls side, it's been mostly Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, 17 points. The next highest scorer on the team is Vucevic with DeRozan with 8. So it's been the Zach LaVine show for Chicago. It's been a little bit of everything for the Knicks. But the problem is Zach LaVine has been on fire. And now you got to figure the rest of their team might get going a little bit, start getting some points on the board. Vucevic at least. Knicks got to be ready. I want to see R.J. Barrett start this half strong. I want to see Julius Randle. I would love to see Julius Randle hit a mid-range pull-up right away. That would get me going. That would get me excited. If Julius Randle says, I'm getting the ball, shooting a pull-up, drilling it right away. Boom. Confidence is back. Leading scorers back. And you know what? 5 assists, 7 rebounds. I tip my cap. I said he had a bad half. He only took 4 shots. It's not like he's jacking up that many bad shots. As a leading guy, only taking 4 shots. He's taking what the defense is giving him. They're giving him almost nothing. They're showing early baseline help. And he's having to make tough calls. Knicks are spaced out well, and they have shooters everywhere. So we're ready to go. Third quarter has started. Knicks bringing it up. Kemba tosses it to Julius Randle. Hands off to Fournier. Pitches it to Robinson, who gives it to Randle in the post. Randle guarded by Patrick Williams. Fournier comes off the screen, wide open 3, doesn't make it. DeRozan gets the board. Good look there for Fournier. Kind of rushed it, didn't set his feet quick enough. LaVine from the corner, no good. LaVine kind of heat checking right away, saying, is this my night? It is not to that level. Didn't just make that. Barrett behind the back. Randle, pump fakes. Kicks it out, Kemba Walker. Behind the back, Julius Randle. Nobody near him for 3. No good. Short. That's what I needed to see. I needed to see Randle start making some shots. He did not make one. There, he was wide open. Lonzo Ball, good take. Kicks it out. DeRozan for 3. Got it. Lonzo Ball breaks down the defense, kicks it out. DeRozan gathers himself and knocks down a 3. Randle has not shot the ball well so far this season. Not efficiently. Fournier. Behind the back. LaVine guarding him. Fade away for Fournier. Drills it. What a tough shot that is from Evan Fournier. And he knocks it down. That was a tough shot. 10 points for Fournier. LaVine hands off to DeRozan. DeRozan guarded by Barrett, kicks it out, Lonzo Ball. Patrick Williams to the top, and he is fouled by Mitchell Robinson. Almost had a monster jam, and he was fouled hard. He goes down hard. He looks like he's okay. Hopefully they don't look at this for a flagrant. I just think because he was going up. They might call a flagrant on this. No. He got his arm. They're going to look at it, though. I don't think that's a flagrant. Maybe he winded up and they call. So Patrick Williams on the baseline drive. Looks like he's about to have a highlight reel dunk. Mitch Robb is late getting there, but he kind of like throws his left arm up. Knocks Pat Williams down. What do you guys think? Tom, flagrant? Let me see. I don't know, though. Does he? He doesn't hit him in the head. He doesn't wind up. I mean, because of how Williams sold out to try to fucking yam it, it looked bad. But I don't think you. I mean, they'll probably call it flagrant. I don't care. Good foul. No dunks like that on my team. Good foul. Come on, let's hurry this up at the very least. I think it's I don't think it's a flagrant. To be honest, based on the rules, I don't think it's a flagrant. They probably will call it because the league is soft, but I don't think it's a flagrant. Flagrant one, trash. He might have gotten him in the face. I don't know. I think that's soft. I think that's really soft. It's all because of how he sold out to go up for a dunk. I don't know if I like that call. Robinson is confused by it too. Williams sinks the flagrant. Hits the next. Bulls retain. I don't like that call, man. I know the league pretty much every time they review for a flagrant, it's a flagrant, but Bulls retain possession, down one. Levine crossover, hands off to Vucevic, top of the key. That's his spot, no good. R.J. Barrett gets the rebound. Throws it to Julius Randle. Randle goes to his left, looks. Finds Kemba Walker, top of the key. Kemba for three. Kemba's hot. Kemba is hot. I think he's 5 of 6 from three or something crazy. 4 or 5 from three, something like that. Lonzo drives on Kemba. Spins. Kemba takes it out of his hands and is fouled. Kemba Walker. New York's own. New York City's own, baby. Let's go. Kemba hits a three. Good pass from Randle. That's his 6th assist. Randle's going to have a bunch of assists tonight. And Kemba Walker drains it. 5 of 6 for Kemba, 14 points. Love it. Love it. Elfrid Payton never hits that shot. Knicks never get a bucket. And that's you could say that about every shot Kemba hits this year pretty much. Kemba pull up three again. He splashes it. Kemba, let's go. Kemba. He's alive. He is alive. Lonzo, step back. No good. Knicks will retain possession. Mitch Robb struggled with it, but it was deflected by a Bull out of bounds. Kemba Walker, baby. Let's go. Let's go. He's shooting this. He's shooting this. 63-56. 9:13 remaining. Kemba, you better shoot this. Lonzo's guarding him. He's barbecue chicken. They get the screen. Javonte Green is on him. They switch it. Randall's on ball. Kemba, deep three. And he's fouled from three-point range. Let's go. Javonte Green fouls Kemba. Wow, let's go. Kemba, baby. Deep three. And and Javonte Green gets into his shooting space. That could be a flagrant. I think if that rule still exists, that could be a flagrant. Let's see it. They're not going to call it. But Kemba's got 3 free throws here. Steps to the line for the first. Spin, spin, spin. Shot is up. And good. First one is good from Kemba. Big night from Kemba Walker, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the thing, Tom. Their bench is soft. Well, they're missing Kobe White. But he's not a great defender either. But Kemba misses the second. Needed that. I want to go up 10. And the Bulls will call a timeout. Good start to the third quarter for Kemba Walker and the New York Knicks. Man, it's refreshing to have shooting around a guy who requires a double team. Julius Randle, that was the key to the last good Knicks team. When Melo was good, right? They didn't have a great team around him, but for the most part, they had some shooters next to him, and he required an instant double team. And he knew that every night, and he knew how to work out of that. Julius Randle's doing that right now. Julius Randle's diamond. He's diamond. He's setting his teammates up. I got to be honest. What do you guys think? Tom and Justin. I was critical of Randle just because I was like, oh, man, he's not – every shot he takes is – but he's not jacking him up. He's not forcing. He still hasn't taken a shot in the second half. No, he has. He's 1 of 5. All right, but he's got 7 boards and 6 assists. How many turnovers? 1 turnover, not bad. I think it was a travel that I didn't even actually agree with. So, I'm telling you, Kemba Walker reminds me of Stephon Marbury on the Knicks. Maybe a little bit worse at this point in his career, but a New York point guard. If you're from New York City and you play for the Knicks and you have any lick of pride, you're gonna perform at the best of your ability. Kemba Walker was not himself in Boston. He was trying to get healthy. He gets exiled to Oklahoma City, and he finds an exodus, like a home, like a haven. I mean, he could be on Oklahoma City right now, rotting away. Instead, he's home in his hometown, literally a 15-minute ride probably from where he went to high school. He plays 41 games a year, and now he looks energized. He's hitting his shots. He looks great. I mean, 6 assists, one turnover, Tom. Where I have no problem with his reads right now of making the passes. I'm just worried, like, he had an open 3 to start. Yeah, that's what he missed. He missed a wide open 3 in this third quarter. Last year, that's a splash. He doesn't miss wide open 3s last year, so I'm sure he'll get it going. I worry about fatigue a little with him because last year was easily his best year, easily his most accomplished year, his most productive year. But on the other hand, that was his highest usage rate, his highest intensity level, his first playoffs appearance. So all that stuff, and he was the number 1 guy on a playoff team. That's his first experience doing that. So I'm a little bit worried about fatigue with him. He's got 2 kids now. Like, you know, his life is a little bit more taxing. When you add another kid to your life and he lives with you, that's taxing. You know, he has a baby, a newborn. All right, Kemba Walker made the first, missed the second. The third is up, and it is good. So the Knicks go up 9. All thanks to Kemba. A little bit of Julius Randle setting him up. DeRozan on Fournier, pick and roll with Vucevic. Vucevic drives left on Robinson. Robinson stops him. Vucevic backs him down. Fade away. No good. Good defense from Mitch Rob. Tough shot for Vucevic. Randle drives, looks to the corner, turns it over. Right on cue, he turns it over. DeRozan falls down, turns it over. Oh, my goodness. Randle looks for Barrett in the corner. DeRozan gets the steal, and then DeRozan tries to dribble it up the court. By his own doing, just slips, trips over his own feet, and turns it over and fouls R.J. Barrett to save a dunk. He just crossed it over, lost the ball. R.J. Barrett had it, and DeRozan grabs his foot to prevent him from dunking that. Smart from DeRozan after he falls down to at least prevent a dunk. Because I don't think the Knicks are capable of making 2 free throws. I got to be honest. Only a couple guys can make 2 free throws on the Knicks. Fournier, right now, I have confidence from the line. D. Rose, I have confidence from the line. Kemba, I have a little bit of confidence from the line. And Randle, I have confidence from the line. The rest of the team, Robinson, Toppin. Okay, Quickly as well. Quickly shot 90% last year. You got to give him his cred. Damn, Tom, that's crazy. I'm sure Kenny Albert might have said that, or whoever you're watching said that. Vucevic, Taj Gibson, and DeMar all were on the same USC team. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but I think that USC team knocked out Kevin Durant's Texas in the first round of the NCAA tournament. I could be making that up, but I remember I was a huge KD fan before he became, the softest guy in the NBA. I was a huge KD fan, when he was at Texas. I had a Texas KD jersey while he was at Texas. So that's dedication. But, I don't know. I think those guys might have – that USC team might have knocked off KD that year. Might be making that up. I'm pretty sure Taj was on the team at least. At least. It's crazy that Taj from Brooklyn went to USC. Good for him, man. Good call. Clearly didn't want to go to St. John's. Sorry to any Johnny fans out there, but they were not good. They have not been good until they're starting to move on the upward direction. I'm a casual St. John's fan. R.J. Barrett from the line knocks it down. Billy Donovan complaining about something. Oh, there's a technical. There was a technical called. R.J. Barrett knocks down both free throws, and the Bulls, Drake, are struggling here to start the third. 8:35 remaining in the third. Knicks up 11, 67-56. Fournier drives, posting up on Levine. Fadeaway, tough shot, no good. Javonte Green grabs the board, pushes it to DeRozan. Fournier stops the ball. DeRozan spins away from the pick and roll with Vucevic. Drives, kicks it back out to Vucevic. Vucevic, left-handed floater is good. Tough shot. That is skill right there from a center, man. He's just pouring that thing into the basket. That was just a crazy shot. Not many centers in the league are making that. Like, almost none besides him. DeAndre Ayton's not making that shot. Jokic is making that shot. Maybe Embiid. Randall draws a foul on Javonte Green. He's being very aggressive, Javonte Green. Kemba gets the ball in the pick and pop. Drives, just shoves it up there at the rim and gets stuffed by the rim pretty much on a layup. He got too far under the basket and just kind of threw it up there. Ball came straight down. Not a good shot from Kemba. Vucevic kicks it out. DeRozan for three. No good. Robinson the rebound. Hands it off to Barrett. Pushes it up the court. Working on Lonzo Ball. Drives with his right hand. Good finish from R.J. Barrett in transition. You love when R.J. Barrett gets a one-on-one in transition. I love his odds when he's got one man in to beat in transition. That's his game. Levine, pick and pop with Vucevic wide open. Splash. Someone's got to stick with Vucevic a little bit, man. Don't give up an open three for Vuce. Seven minutes remaining in the third quarter. Fournier, top of the key. Throws it out to Kemba on the left side. Pick and roll with Robinson. Kemba, hesitation. Drive. Floater, no good. Vucevic gets the rebound. Kemba cools off a little bit going to the basket. They're checking his three ball, so his pull-up, so he's got to go to the basket a little bit. DeRozan, floater, no good. Good defense from Julius Randle. Throws it ahead. R.J. Barrett, one man to beat. It's Zach LaVine. He goes, and the foul. R.J. Barrett, what did I say? What did I say about R.J. Barrett? When he gets his head down, when he has one man to beat, I don't care if it's Zach LaVine, NBA All-Star. He is going into your body. He's reading your movement. That's a hack from Zach LaVine, and that's an N1. I don't know what Zach LaVine is complaining about. That's a foul and a half. Is he saying that's not a foul? Is Zach LaVine saying that's not a foul? Is he a clown? Barrett finishes the three-point play, and the Knicks are up 11 once again. R.J. Barrett with a nice little run here in the third quarter, getting up the court, getting in transition, going one-on-one, beating his man. Javonte Green, wide open corner three, splash. Knicks are giving up some easy corner threes here, and it's an 8-point game. Got to get some stops, man. Got to go up 15, something like that, if you want me to feel comfortable. Kemba. I'm getting greedy now as a Knicks fan. I want to go up 15. Julius Randle, jab, jab, jab. Step back, kicks it out. R.J. Barrett drives right. Floater, blocked by Javonte Green, swats it to Randle, who's fouled going to the basket. Good block from Javonte Green on R.J. Barrett, but Julius Randle picks up the deflected ball and drives as hard as he can with his left hand, and he is fouled by Vucevic. Good block from Green, though. Tries to save it. Randle grabs it. One drive. Tries to dunk it on Vucevic, but Vucevic hacks him, and he'll go to the line for two. Love this driving of the basketball from the Knicks. The shots aren't falling for some of their key guys, especially Randall and Barrett. Now they're driving it. They're going hard to the rim. Randall, you got to hit a pair here. Got to hit a pair here. Let's stay up 10. Keep me comfortable. Makes the first. Bully ball, Tom. Let's go. Bully ball. Taj Gibson checks in for Mitchell Robinson. And this is what I love about this Knicks team. The minute somebody dries up, like if Kemba misses his next shot, let's get D Rose in there. And then what can happen when D Rose comes in there? It's endless possibilities. The possibilities are endless. Randall's second free throw is up and good. Good 2 free throws for Julius Randle after a hard drive, and he's hacked by Vucevic. 74-64, 5:50 remaining. Levine handles on the top of the key, guarded by R.J. Barrett. Caruso sets the screen, gets the ball back from Levine, throws it into DeRozan, corner 3, no good. Randle saves it to R.J. Barrett, and the Knicks clear it. Randle pushing now, guarded by Lonzo Ball, kicks it out. R.J. Barrett. Knicks a little bit out of control, got to slow it up. Barrett has it in the corner, throws it up. Julius Randle, who's guarded by Lonzo Ball, who hacks him, and he gets the foul call. Lonzo Ball guard. I don't know what the Bulls think they're doing right now, putting Lonzo Ball on Julius Randle. Randle looks like he might have banged knees with Lonzo Ball on that one. Billy Donovan looks like he might be interested in challenging it. Caruso got involved there. Good job by Randle getting that shot up, and he's got the ball in his hand, so there's no challenge, folks. The Knicks are in the bonus. They're up 10. Randle has a chance to add to his point total from the line. He hits the first, and they're up 11. I agree, Just. We know. He's on triple-double watch. He's on like a Lonzo Ball triple-double watch because he's only got 5 points, and I'm sure he'll get over 10. He's got a chance to get 6 here with the second free throw, but he's got 10 boards and 7 assists. So, second free throw is up and good, and the New York Knicks are up by 12. Get another stop here. Let's go. Get another stop. Levine drives. Floater, no good. Fight for the rebound. Gibson. And they call a jump ball between Gibson and Vucevic. That was tough. Taj saved it, threw it to a Nick, but the ref with a quick whistle on the jump ball. Levine with a tough drive, good contest, good defense. Taj had it. Vucevic was all over him, all over his back. He's falling out of bounds, and he just chucks it, but they call a jump ball. Interesting. He's over the top of him. James, what's up, boy? What's good? Gibson wins the tip to Fournier. Fournier throws a ridiculous pass up court, but it's tipped by Zach LaVine. And the Knicks will retain. Fournier with a crazy quarterback-type pass. Didn't have the arm strength there. Did not have the arm strength. Looking like Alex Smith out there, Tom. Gibson, top of the key, hands it off to Fournier. At the free throw line, looks for a little runner. No good. Good defense from the Bulls there. 76-64, 4:50 remaining. Levine posting up Barrett. Wants to get a shot up. Throws it into Vucevic. Knicks send help. Good recovery from Kemba Walker, and he deflects it out of bounds. 11 to shoot for the Bulls. Kemba almost should have had a steal there, man. You got to tip. You got to tip that to yourself. He was there. He was in position. He was on time. Just tipped it out of bounds. 11 to shoot for the Bulls. 76-64. We take a timeout. About 4 minutes remaining in the third. Knicks haven't even dipped into their bench yet. Knicks are looking good. It's early. I'm not getting excited for this game yet. I'm not saying that they got this closed out any stretch of the imagination. I think the Bulls are more than capable of going on a big run against them. Especially Vucevic and Levine, they just scare the hell out of me. They're a nice 1-2. The rest of the Bulls don't, and that's the thing. When the Knicks bring in Rose now, and they bring in Toppin, and they bring in all these other guys, Quickly and Burks, and who's the other guy I'm missing? Quickly, Burks, Rose, Toppin, Gibson's already in. So, yeah, Tom, Kemba. The thing about Kemba's always been like, yeah, he's really small, obviously, but he's from New York. He's going to play hard on defense. He takes charges, which I haven't seen a Knick take charges since Tony Douglas. How about that? You want to know I'm a Knick fan? I just called Tony Douglas out of thin air. Tony Douglas was the last good Knick at taking charges. Florida State legend, Tony Douglas. He had some decent games for the Knicks, Tony Douglas. Had some big shooting games. What are your guys' impressions NBA so far? Outside of the Knicks, give me some of your early takes. What do you got? James, what do you got? What are your early takes for the Knicks? The Nets don't look good. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but they don't look good, obviously. You know that. They're showing those classic Knick Bulls highlights now. Iconic, man. Iconic. The Knicks low-key made the Bulls famous, too. Let's be honest. They make everyone famous. Obviously, Jordan made himself famous, but they didn't have a rival, really, until the Knicks really started giving it to them and the fans started getting involved. I guess you could say the Bad Boy Pistons early on. Fair enough. As I think about it. Greg Anthony three-pointer. That MJ turnaround, man. Allen Houston is my favorite Knick of all time, but he was a little bit early during the MJ days. Knicks get called for a foul out of the timeout. Eastern Conference looks weak. I don't know about that, Tom. I don't think so. I think the Knicks and Bulls look great, and I don't know, you still have the Bucks and Nets not to hit stride. Philly is an issue. I mean, if you don't think the Nets are going to get better, I think the Nets will get better. I'm not that worried about the Nets. Miami looks good. I don't know. I don't know how you could say the East looks weak. I think they're at least 6, 7 deep. Randall, bad turnover, pushes it up the court. Barrett cuts in. Tough pass, tough catch, turnover. 4:26 remaining. That would have been a nice bucket. Going up 14 feels better than a lot better than 12. I don't know why, but 14 just feels a lot better than 12. Levine, pick and roll with Vucevic, which is what they've been using all night. Gibson, handoff. Vucevic hands off to Troy Brown Jr. Pitches back out to Zach LaVine. Barrett guarding him. Randall switches onto him. Good help from Fournier, and they give a foul on Zach LaVine as he drives to the basket. I don't like that call, man. Do not like that call. Kind of a bailout. I guess that's a foul. Philly without Ben is not great. Yeah. The thing about Philly without Ben is I kind of see it from Ben Simmons' perspective too. It's like people get so pissed off at how the fact that he can't shoot so much, and then he turns around and says fine, just don't use me and see how that works for you, and you miss the rest of him. So it's tough. It's a tough gap to fill, and they miss a true point guard, and they miss a true elite defender. Ayo Dosunmu checking in for Chicago, and I guess he's going to guard Derrick Rose. Both guys from Chicago, I believe. Zach LaVine hits 2 free throws, so we have a 10-point ball game. D Rose is back in the game, and he's being guarded by Dosunmu. Get the ball to D Rose. He's being guarded by a rookie. Get it to him. RJ Barrett Euro. To the basket with his right hand. Good finish against the contact of Vucevic. RJ Barrett's having a nice game so far. Possibly the best game of the season for him. Offensively, at least. Levine step back. Tosses it back out to Vucevic last second. Dumps it. Wide open Caruso three-pointer. Cash. Randall posting up Caruso, drives, Kicks to the corner. Derrick Rose for three. Got it. D Rose answers. That D Rose three ball, man. When Derrick Rose can set his feet and take his time, that three ball is money. Caruso pick and roll. Kicks to the corner. Dosunmu pump fake. Kicks back out. Caruso for three. No good. Brick. Dosunmu gets up the rebound. Floater. No good. Taj Gibson might have got a piece, and the Knicks pick it up. 12-point game. Knicks up by 12. Randall pushes. Randall's looking for assists, man. He's hunting assists. D Rose slows it up. Gives it to Fournier. Caruso guarding Randall. Randall backs him down. Double comes. And he draws the foul. This is easy for the Knicks. The Bulls keep throwing Alex Caruso and Lonzo Ball and Julius Randle. You're going to have to send a double team. You're going to. Even if Randle can't hit a shot, he's too strong, too fast. You're going to have to respect that. They put guards on him because they respect his quickness. And Caruso is just mugging him on this play. That's a shot, too. That should be a shooting foul. Randle, they're in the bonus, so Randle's going to the line. Love this. Yeah, what are they thinking? Justin, my answer is they just don't have anybody that can guard him, to be honest. They don't want to put Vooch on him because he'll get cooked, so they have nobody big enough to guard him. Randle misses the first free throw. That's tough. Patrick Williams is their best matchup for Randle, and I still think he's a little lightweight for Randle. He's got the length and the quickness. But I think Randall's just like strength and willpower would eventually get to Patrick Williams, but as a young player. Randall gets the second to rattle home. Needed that. And the Knicks go up 13. Close this quarter out strong. Got to close this quarter out strong. Got to be up 10. I want to be up 10 at the end of this quarter minimum. Levine, pull up three. Tough shot. No good. Taj Gibson gets the rebound. Defense has been much better in this third quarter, man. This is the defense of last year that we're seeing tonight. Other than Zach LaVine, there's a couple of Caruso shots. Randall's getting some travel for Alec Burks, and Randall hits a corner three after the whistle. Alec Burks just checks back in and travels. I didn't think that was a travel. Tony Bradley checking in for the Bulls. Caruso now running the show, and he's being guarded by Julius Randle. Levine guarded by Burks. Gibson hedges that on him. Troy Brown Jr. gets the ball. Drives. Gibson, good defense. Taj Gibson, man. The fact that Taj Gibson is actually the third center on the Knicks, he's the third center on the Knicks. Taj Gibson, and he was not even on a basketball team when they picked him up last year. Or this year. Or last year. No, it was last year. Unbelievable. Taj Gibson. Unbelievable. This guy is... The way he moves his feet for a big man, the defense is playing unbelievable. The way Taj Gibson moves his feet for a big man is a thing of beauty and should be taught in schools. They call an offensive foul on the Knicks, and it looks like Caruso sprained his ankle or something. Nah, he's all right. He's pissed, but he's shaken up. They call an offensive foul, I guess, on Randle. Alec Burks, offensive foul. Alec Burks has created 2 turnovers since he came back into the game. This is as bad as Burks has played. Burks was great last season. He's having a bad start to his year, in my opinion. He needs to play a little better, too. It's crazy. The Knicks are playing really well, and I still think a lot of guys have not played great. Dosunmu to the basket. Misses. Tony Bradley, offensive rebound, putback is good. So the Bulls get a putback from Tony Bradley. Second unit is in. Toppin is in. Burks is in. Quickly is in. Rose is in. Gibson is in. Bulls' second unit is out there as well. Rose drives left. Dumps to Gibson, who's swatted away by DeRozan, who's still in there. And Obi Toppin gives a foul. The Knicks had a foul to give, and Toppin gives it as DeRozan was driving right at him. Nice little swipe from DeRozan as Gibson catches the drop-off from D. Rose. And it was smart foul from Obi Toppin as DeRozan was just about to try to get like an N1 type of play on him. You could tell DeRozan was setting him up. Burks guarding DeRozan. Tough shot. Floater, no good. Knicks get the rebound. D. Rose gets a head start. Tough pass from Derrick Rose. He jumps in the air, doesn't know where he's going with the ball, and just turns it over. That was very unlike D. Rose right there. Haven't seen him make many plays like that. You hate that? I hate it, but I kind of liked it in that situation. I just felt like it was late in the quarter. You don't want to give up an N1 or something momentum shifting. You have a foul to give. You have a big man on a guard driving downhill. If he hits like a banked N1, quickly floater, no good. Bulls get the rebound. So the Knicks had a chance to extend here, and they did not. They're up 11 still. DeRozan has it. 20 seconds remaining. He had him kind of in front of him, Justin, but it was like, I don't know. I don't want to get greedy. I don't like doing it one-on-one, but DeRozan pull-up shot, 5.6 remaining, and he drains it. So Bulls get quickly, crazy shot to end the quarter, and he doesn't make it. So the Knicks end the quarter up 9. They extend their lead by 5. They were up 4 to end the second quarter. They're up by 4. Tibbs is pissed off, which I love. He's not happy, and they're up 9. This looks, scoring-wise, this reminds me of last year. The Knicks are playing some great defense. Not a lot of easy shots for Chicago in that third quarter. We put our 4s up. Let's hope the Knicks can finish this out. 4-1 sounds great. A lot better. I mean, yeah, is it 4-1? 4-1, yeah. 4-1 sounds a lot better than 3-2. So let's make it happen. And you got New Orleans next, which I don't want to overlook because they're a decent team, but they should be able to beat them. Kemba and R.J. Barrett with a huge third quarter. Huge from both. Huge. 8 assists, 12 rebounds from Julius Randle, 7 points. But the story was R.J. Barrett and Kemba Walker. D. Rose and Alec Burks has 3 turnovers and 3 points. Ugly end to the quarter, Tom. I mean, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. Getting the last surge of the night. All right. Fourth quarter about to begin. I want this W, man. I want this W. Finish it out. We've seen the Knicks struggle with leads in the fourth quarter so far this year. They let the Boston Celtics creep back in the first game of the season. They still managed to squeak it out. They let Orlando squeak back in and finish the game at the Garden on last Sunday. And the other 2 games they handle their business. So I want to see if they have an issue closing out games, if they start to get tight. Let's see what happens when the Bulls really start to apply the screws and put the pressure on the fourth quarter. I feel like Tibbs is almost better when he from behind, like he wants to like hunt down a lead. I feel like he plays a little conservative, but we'll see. DeRozan drives, tough shot. Gets a foul call. Somehow he gets a foul call on that. Where's the foul on that? Where is the foul on that? Yeah, Clyde's suits are always fire. Clyde always kills it. DeRozan hits the first. A lot of DeRozan's business takes part in the free throw line, which is why I'm a little surprised he started out so well. But they do have a deep team. He's not like He's arguably the number 3 option. Probably number 2, but he's arguably number 3. I think Vucevic is a tougher matchup night to night. D Rose pull up, knocks it down. What a tough shot from Derrick Rose, and he knocks it down to keep the lead at 9. Burks guarding DeRozan. Burks is having a terrible game. DeRozan kicks it. Caruso, corner 3, no good. Robinson gets the board and is fouled. Good defense there. I mean, not really though. Caruso could have hit that. Caruso's had some open shots. Caruso's definitely had some open shots tonight. Quickly, pick and roll with Robinson. Gets downhill, looks for his floater, nothing there. Throws it back out, Burks. Burks drives, left. Floater with his left hand, no good. Wild play from Alec Burks. Tip from Toppin. Rose saves it out of bounds. And hopefully Derrick Rose okay. He is. 10:49 remaining, fourth quarter. Knicks up 9. Dosunmu throws it up top. Caruso. Caruso drives left. Kicks it back out. Wide open. Troy Brown Jr. Cash. And Robinson sprains his ankle. Every single day this guy gets hurt. Robinson looks like he sprains his ankle. It's all right. Nerlens Noel will be back tomorrow, but we'll never be able to see all 3 of them play. Taj Gibson's going to always have to play. It looks like he banged knees. All right. Did he bang knees there? What do you guys think? Did he bang his knee or was that non-contact? He's so clumsy, man. And that's the only thing about Mitch. It's not like he's not athletic. He's coordinated and all that. But, like, his landings are rough. The way he plays is rough, which we love, but he's just going to get hurt. He's so big, he's going to get hurt. Which is why you lock down on Nerlens Noel, because at least you'll have an elite rim protector either way. If you bring Mitch back, you keep Noel. I mean, I want to keep Mitch, but these injuries now starting to get worrisome, man. And it happens every night. Like, every night he's shaking up. Every night he's, like, landing on his ankle weird or twisting his knee or banging knees, which you love. I mean, he's playing hard, but we have a 6-point game. I'm a little bit worried. Julius Randle hasn't gotten it going. Kemba had it going. I want to see what Tibbs does. How the second unit hasn't been great tonight. Turned it. He's turned his ankle. Damn. All right. Justin says his ankle. He just turned his ankle, which sucks. I mean, that could be a week or 2, probably 2, for him. Which he misses games every year, which is just so frustrating because such a talent at center. I need to see some easy buckets. I need to see some breathing room. I want a 10-point lead at all times. We're coming back from the break after Mitch Robb rolls his ankle. It's been Kemba with 5 threes. R.J. Barrett, 7 for 11 from the field. Yep, Mitch Robb turns his right ankle. I just saw it. He tore his sneaker. Damn. He tore the outside of his sneaker. All right, so we're out of the break. Mitch Robb is out of the game. Taj Gibson is going to have to play quite a bit. Toppin gets it from Quickly. Not a pretty quiet game from Obi Toppin so far. Burks pull up three. Gets it. Alec Burks. We needed that. Finally, Alec Burks welcomes himself into the game. His second three of the night, but that is the one we needed in the fourth quarter to go up 9, and Alec Burks delivers there with a pull-up three. Caruso falls down, and Burks fouls him. Weird game from Alec Burks, man. Weird game. I hope I don't start to dislike Alec Burks, man. It's early in the season. I'm going to give him time. It's only been a couple years. He's been a great he's been a really good bench player for a majority of his career. I'm going to give him time. He just hit a pull-up three. Desunwu, guarded by Quickly. They kick it back out. DeRozan, guarded by Rose. Now, Burke switches onto him, and DeRozan hits the pull-up jumper. Tough shot for DeRozan. He's got 17 on 6 of 14 shooting. Excuse me. Rose dribbles to his left. Throws it to the corner. Obi Toppin. Jab step. And one. Obi Toppin with the floater. And I just said we haven't heard of Obi Toppin. He gets the foul. And one with a little floater in the lane. Nice move from Obi Toppin. Let's see if he can complete the three-point play to put the Knicks up 10. DeRozan reaches in. Toppin loses balance. Just floats it up there. Gets it to go. Swishes it, honestly. Gets DeRozan on his heels. Drives to the basket. Over the top of Tony Bradley. Beautiful play from Obi. And one, right, Justin? Let's see if Toppin can complete the three-point play. He does. So the Knicks go up 10. This is the lead I want when the starters come back in. DeRozan hasn't come out. DeRozan is being guarded by Burks. Lonzo Ball's back in. He's being guarded by Derrick Rose, and Lonzo has the top of the key, 11 to shoot. Gets the screen from Bradley. Kicks it out. DeRozan to the left wing. DeRozan pull up. Offensive rebound, Tony Bradley. Hands it off. Lonzo Ball. Crossover. Guarded by Toppin. Lonzo, one-handed pass is stolen by Gibson. And the Bulls will retain as Gibson couldn't hold on to it, falling to the ground. 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Second time tonight, Taj Gibson's on the ground, hustling as a 37-year-old or however old he is, 36. Can't retain it there. But good fight from Taj. Knicks got to play good inbound defense here. Bulls are looking to get one up quick. Troy Brown Jr. catches it. Guarded by Toppin. Step back. Toppin rejects it. What a play from Obi Toppin. Derrick Rose pushes it, brings it back out. Obi Toppin. You'll love to see it. Obi posting up now on Lonzo. Kicks it out. R.J. Barrett back in the game. Barrett guarded by Desunwu. Floater for Barrett is good. What a floater from R.J. Barrett. And the Knicks are playing some serious basketball tonight so far. R.J. Barrett with his first 20-point game of the season, if I'm not incorrect. DeRozan drives. He's swatted by Taj Gibson. The Knicks retain. D. Rose holds it. What a string of events. D. Rose through the legs to Burks. Oh, that would have brought me to my... And they call the foul on Burks, who I think off the top of my head has 3 or 4 fouls. But that would have been something if Burke hits that. Obi is a beast, man. I'm loving Obi Toppin so far, man. He brings a different type of energy. What a block. What a block. He timed that perfectly. And somebody with his vertical should be able to block shots like that. That's a tough shot from RJ. Usually he misses those, let's be honest. I don't like that shot. That's a tough shot, but it goes in. We love it. We love it. He needed to make that right there. He's having a big game. 20 points from him. Love it. Love it. $8:15 remaining. Still got a world to go. It's 92-80. Levine back in the game. Dishes it to Vucevic. Easy deuce right away. And Tibbs calls timeout. Love it. Love it. Tibbs sees an easy bucket and he doesn't want to see it. He doesn't want to see it anymore. Calls timeout. 8:08 remaining. It's going to be a nervy last 8 minutes. I'm just going to predict that right now. Do the Knicks win? I don't know. I think so. As they're up 10 with 8 minutes remaining, I think they should. But a 10-point lead is nothing. It's gone in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. especially when you start fouling. And I don't think the Knicks have a great free throw lineup out there, honestly. Let's look around the NBA real fast. Loving this game so far. R.J. Barrett, that floater, that was a tough shot. That's how you know he's feeling good tonight. Barrett with 20, Kemba with 19, D. Rose with 12. For the Bulls, it's been LaVine, most of his points in the first half. He had 17 in the first half. He's got 19 in the game. DeRozan, most of his points felt like they were from the line in the third quarter. He's got 17. Rest of the Bulls not really hurting them. Vucevic has 14. Okay, that's fair. If you get a little bit more, I mean, Taj Gibson's giving you some great minutes. Hopefully Mitchell Robinson isn't too badly injured. Nerlens Noel, the timetable for Nerlens Noel getting healthy just went up. He needs to play tomorrow. Whatever that game is, he needs to play. Taj Gibson being a legitimate NBA center in 2021 is still a thing. I mean, the guy's giving the Knicks elite defensive backup center minutes, especially. I think defensively, I think he's good enough to start, Taj Gibson. Offensively, he's not because he doesn't offer you really much. But the way he's defending second unit, big man, helping, hedging on screens, all that stuff is just, you don't get that from a rookie backup center. You just don't. And that's the value of having Taj Gibson. Joakim Noah night. I would love for the Knicks to ruin Joakim Noah night, to be honest with you. I'm sorry to say. The only Bull reject I don't like is Joakim Noah. He screwed the Knicks. He pretty much put the Knicks in a 4-year hole, Joakim Noah. That was the contract that put Phil Jackson in the ground. Just investing in Noah at that point was the nail in the coffin. 92-82, 8:08 remaining. Mitch Rob is hurt. But otherwise, R.J. Barrett is having a tremendous game. 20 points, 8 of 12. A lot of that's coming inside the paint. He's only got 1 3, so you love to see it. D. Rose in the lane. We're back. D. Rose stops it, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out. Randall being guarded by Lonzo Ball. Randall in the lane. Fadeaway. No good. Taj Gibson offensive rebound. Alec Burks has the ball. 10 to shoot. Pull up. Mid-range. Burks. No good. And the Bulls get the board. Tough shot. Don't love that. I want to get Burks out, man. And right on cue, Fournier gets up. Vucevic wide open for 3. No good. And that is a big miss. That is a big miss. He was wide open. Just missed. D. Rose pull up. No good. Line drive that time from D. Rose. Didn't look the same as his normal shots. Lonzo Ball, hands off. LaVine, guarded by Rose. Pull up, fade away. No good. Tough shot. Very tough shot for Zach LaVine. Both teams taking some tough shots right now. Good defense. Randall gets his pocket picked, and that's going to be a clear path foul. That's bad on Gibson's part. Randall just has his pocket picked by Lonzo Ball. This is what I don't get. Randall's handling it. No, Randall's just handling the ball too casually against a guard. What do you mean might be a clear path? That is a clear path. That is a clear path. Oh my goodness. Bad foul from Taj Gibson. Randall just too casual handling the basketball. Lonzo Ball gets his hand in there, finally gets a steal. I don't want to see if Lonzo's guarding Julius Randle, right? They did that right earlier in the game. They just got him in the post. That's it. Not a clear path foul. Common foul. Mitchell Robinson with the block on Zach LaVine. He throws it ahead to Barrett, who misses. Somehow the Knicks retain. Fournier gets the ball. Oh, my goodness. Crazy Crazy transition play there. Randall fade away in the corner. Gets it. There we go, Julius. There we go. Julius loves the corner. He loves the angle from the corner. Lonzo Ball driving. Fade away. Misses. Let Lonzo shoot, man. I don't care about Lonzo Ball, man. I don't want to hear any more about Lonzo Ball. Every time I watch this guy, he's a bricklayer. I don't care. He's guarding Julius. He's doing the best he can. He's undersized. Julius picks up his... and he swats it. Crazy officiating right now. They're not calling anything. There was just back-to-back plays. Julius Randle gets Lonzo Ball, just hammers him. They don't call it. The next play, Zach LaVine gets kind of ripped by Kemba, and they don't call it. And both guys are pissed off. Both coaches are pissed off. Zach LaVine, fadeaway, no good. Tip is good from Javonte Green. That's a big bucket. That is a big bucket for the Bulls. They needed that. 5:45 remaining. We'll live with Lonzo shooting. Yeah, if he kills us from three, if he assassinates us from three, I'll live with it. He's guarding Julius very well, though, right now. The dish to Mitch, and he jams it. That is what I'm talking about Julius Randle. His brain has evolved so much since year one in a Knicks uniform. He saw that double coming. He said, I'm going to get around Lonzo, and I'm going to read it. Lonzo, drive, kick, Zach LaVine, guarded by RJ Barrett. Fade away. Nope. Kicks it out. Nice little pass from Vucevic to Caruso underneath. And they get an easy deuce. Tibbs will not like that. It was good defense. Julius Randle kind of falls asleep, and Alex Caruso gets behind him. Interesting strategy from Billy Donovan putting Lonzo Ball on Julius Randle. Julius needs to be like more physical though. Randle and Ball having a little bit of an exchange there. Randle's lucky he didn't get a call for a T. I would have been pissed off. A little floater for Kemba Walker is good. Let's go. What a night from Kemba and RJ Barrett. 4:30 remaining. Knicks up 12. Zach LaVine drives hard right. And he's fouled. Blocking foul by Evan Fournier. Fournier doing his best not to get teed up. What a tough floater from Kemba. Gets it to go. Tibbs got to be careful here, man. He's giving the ref everything he has. LaVine at the line for two. Makes the first. LaVine's got a nice free throw stroke, man. He is calm and cool from the free throw line. That was a great play by Julius, Justin. He took his time. He saw what was happening. Dumped it off. LaVine hits a pair. Knicks up 10. 4:30 remaining. Kemba brings it across the timeline. 17 to shoot. Kemba drives hard right. Misses it. Mitch Rob with the tip. Good hard drive from Kemba. Brings the help, and Mitch Rob has nothing but an easy tip in. Vucevic, nice little, showed him the ball, got on his hip, threw a little hook shot in over the top of Mitch Robinson. So Mitch Robinson's not having a great defensive game tonight. Vucevic is a nightmare for him. He always has been. He's too skilled, and he brings him. To me, Vucevic is the best shooting, three-point shooting, touch big man in the NBA. Lonzo called on the foul by Randle. I love this, man. Billy Donovan should be shunned. Should be shunned for putting Lonzo Ball on Julius Randle, man. He's made it too easy. That is too weak. Listen, Lonzo's forced a couple of turnovers. He's just reaching. He's just hacking every single time. It's up to the refs if they really want to call it. Because Randle deserves a bunch of these calls. Randle was about to get teed up if he didn't get that call. All right, gotta hit a pair here, Julius. Gotta hit a pair. I want distance this whole game. Finish it out. Win by double digits. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. Randall from the line. Spin, spin, spin. First shot is up and is splashed. Big free throw from Julius. 101.90. Tom Thibodeau is literally right in front of Kenny Albert. He's literally like, he hears everything he says. Randall. Second free throw is good. Money from Julius. We needed both. He gives us both. That is that is El Capitan right there. He's an assist away from a triple-double. Vucevic drives left, and they call a foul on the first shot. So Vucevic is fouled. He'll go to the line. Fouls on Randall. It was a tough shot. The refs are starting to get involved now, but I'm all right with it. Actually, I'm not all right with it. Don't slow the game down. Let's run some clock. Vucevic is money from the line as well, which I like about this Bulls nucleus. He missed it. I jinxed it. Let's go. Vucevic misses the first. Love the reverse jinx. I love the jinx. It is a reverse jinx because I don't like the Bulls. I'm a Knicks fan, so it is reverse jinx. Love reverse jinxing the Bulls. Vucevic misses the first one, and he makes the second. So it's an 11-point game. Kemba, pick and roll with Robinson, drives hard right, picks it up. Fournier, good defense from the Bulls. Fournier resets, drives, Euro. Randall picks it up and lays it in. They don't call the foul, which I think should have been called, and Randall just picks up Fournier's scraps and gets a bucket. Jump ball, let's go. Good defense on Zach LaVine from Evan Fournier, and he will get a jump ball. And you'd expect Zach LaVine to win the jump ball here, but good defense from Walker and Fournier. Fournier has his hands on the ball the whole time. Good call. Knicks with 50 points in the paint. Love it. And that's because R.J. Barrett has been finishing at the rim, getting downhill, beating people one-on-one. Yeah, Zach is crying right now. Fournier guarding him. Interesting decision to put Fournier on LaVine. LaVine clears, misses. LaVine has not had that same energy in the second half, and it shows. Knicks up 13 with 2.5 remaining. Couple more buckets and it's blowout time. Kemba working on Caruso. Gives it to Randall, who's got ball on him. Lonzo. Fade away for Randall. No good. And the Bulls get the rebound. 2:15 remaining. DeRozan hands it off Vucevic. And the Bulls are in the bonus. Robinson fouls Vucevic on the drive to the left. And these are the type of games where it's like, all right, Mitch Rob, it's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup for Vucevic. Matchup for Vucevic is a tough matchup facing Vucevic. But Vucevic makes the first free throw. But I don't know. I think what I'm noticing from his defense, it's tough when you're that big. Obviously, I can't speak on being 7 feet tall. But his closeouts are a little clumsy. And I think I'd rather guys hit some jumpers on him. Vucevic hits a pair. So Knicks up 11, 2:10 remaining. Got to get a bucket here. A bucket here effectively closes out the game, in my opinion. Randall in the post. Lonzo guarding him still. Kicks it out. R.J. Barrett for three. No good. Side of the rim. Bad shot. LaVine drives, and they call a foul. The refs are giving up a lot of foul calls here. That probably was a reach. Barrett fouls him. LaVine at the line. He's hitting both. No way he misses one. Jinx? No. Makes the first. 10-point game. And Levine hits a pair. He's one of the best free throw shooters in the league, I think. Top of my head, I think. Randall on ball again. Handoff is to Fournier. Fournier, step back three, no good. Mitch Rob, offensive board, and he kicks it back out to Kemba, and the Knicks will run some clock here. Or will they? 14 to shoot. Kick ball on Randall after the miss. And it's a 9-point game. Chicago will have a minute 15 to try to scrap back in this one. Shouldn't happen. It could happen somehow in my head. DeRozan Euro step, gets to the basket and one. Terrible foul for Mitchell Robinson. And it's a 7-point game with a chance to be 6. Slow foot movement from Mitch Rob. He's got to be better there, man. That's why he's not going to be a defensive. I don't care what any Knicks fan says. I love Mitch Rob. I don't think he's anywhere close to Defensive Player of the Year or all defense yet. And DeRozan sinks the free throw, and it's a 6-point game with a minute remaining. It's a 2-possession game. Got to get a bucket. And this is where they get real tight. I want Kemba. And they're trying to get it out of his hands. It'll stay Nick Ball. 8 remaining. Bulls were selling out for Kemba. He couldn't get a pass. Mitch Rob hands off Fournier. Fournier comes off the screen for 3. No good. Randall put back, doesn't get it. Well, I don't know what Julius Randle is doing. He's got to hold that ball for a little bit. Vucevic 3 is good. Horrendous. I knew this was going to be a comeback. 3-point game. Randall has to hold on to that ball. I don't know what he's doing. Walker misses. Bulls retain. And they'll call timeout. And we have a chance to go to overtime right here. Good defense from Alex Caruso. Kemba Walker makes his move. And the Knicks just get tight down the stretch yet again. Just embarrassing, man. Randall, you get the offensive rebound. Hold the ball. Randall gets the board and just tries to put it back up right away. Misses a layup. Right away, Vucevic comes down and hits a 3. 15 seconds remaining. The Knicks are up 3. It's 14.8 to be exact. And I will start the clock. I will set the clock up. Nope, that's not it. Never mind. Whatever. We don't care about the clock. But it's 14.8 on the clock. The Bulls will have the ball, and they're 100% going to get a 3 out of this. And this is going to go into overtime. I've seen this too many times. The Knicks just cannot play easy games. Other teams don't quit against them, and they don't finish. Just should have been a finish. This game should be finished out, man. They just consistently get tight down the stretch with leads. Levine's hitting one. I could see, Tom, honestly, Vucevic has been killing them. I would see Vucevic. The refs have decided this game in the fourth, though. I mean, the Knicks have gotten no calls in the fourth. The Bulls got all of them in this fourth quarter. All right, here we go. 14.8. The Knicks could foul if they want to keep the Bulls from hitting a 3, which I would foul. I would foul pretty quickly if I could. Gibson on Levine. Levine drives. Easy bucket. Dunks it. 9.5 remaining. 1 point game. Tom Thibodeau takes a timeout. This is exactly what we worried about. 9.5 remaining. The Knicks are not even in the bonus. The Bulls have a foul to give. Horrible defense. No threes defense, which is fair enough. But on offense, everyone freezing up. The Bulls have 1 foul to give. Both teams have 1 full timeout left. Here we go. 9.5 remaining. 104-103. I'm going to throw something if the Knicks lose this game. I'm going to throw something. It might just be my hat, but I'm going to be furious. Like, this cannot happen. They had I knew it wasn't over. The Bulls went on a 12-0 run in the last 2 minutes, of course. This is the same exact thing that happened against Orlando at home. Same exact thing that happened on Sunday night against Orlando. Somebody step up. Randall, step up. Hit a shot. Somebody hit a shot. I don't really want Randall shooting this, to be honest with you. Let's see if they can even get it in bounds. I'm not even confident they will. 9.5. They're just... Alec Burks checking in. Knicks will have to take a timeout. Exactly like I said, they can't even get it in. What did I just say? What did I just say? They couldn't even get it in bounds. All you have to do is get it in bounds and hit 2 free throws. That's it. And play some defense for 6 seconds or whatever it is. This is primed for a brutal loss. I'm ready for it. My guard is up. Completely up. Can't believe they're going to commercial with 9 seconds left. The refs in the fourth quarter, down the stretch, they start swallowing the whistle for the refs just decide so much in the NBA. I was watching Nets Heat last night, and everyone knows me. I do not like the Brooklyn Nets. I trash them as much as I can. I hate on them all I can. But they were getting some bad calls last night. And not just Harden. I actually think some of Harden's calls were some of the fairest ones. The rest of the team is just getting some rough calls. All right, Knicks have to inbound it. They have it up front of the court. It's 104-103. Can Burks get it in? He gets it into Kemba Walker, who is fouled immediately by Zach LaVine with 8.5 remaining. So Kemba's got to hit both. This has overtime written all over it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's not. The Knicks are not in the bonus yet. Knicks turn it over. Oh, and DeRozan stepped out of bounds. Oh, my God. That is a godsend. Oh, my God. I don't even know why DeRozan tried to save it. He steps out of bounds. Yep, he stepped out of bounds. Unbelievable. The Knicks choking like you could not believe right now. Choke, choke, choke. Randall gets the ball, gets fouled immediately. 5.1 remaining. He's got to hit both. And I'm predicting this right now, guys. I love Julius Randle. Sorry, fourth quarter. I love Julius Randle. I don't see him hitting both here. So, prove me wrong, bro. Prove me wrong. He's 3 of 11 from the field, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. I don't even want to watch. I don't even want to watch. I'm scared. He misses the first. What a choke artist. What a choker he is right now, man. He is choking. Choking. Missed free throw from Randall. They're not winning this game, man. They're not winning this game. Guarantee it. If he misses this one, he's fucked. He misses both. And the Bulls call timeout. I cannot believe it, man. I cannot believe it. He missed both. What is he doing? Yo, he is a mental small person, man. He is mentally small. I cannot believe he just missed both. I predicted he would miss one. I got it, James. Thank you. I got it. I predicted he would miss one. I did not expect him to miss two. Honestly, embarrassing. This is over. My reaction will be great, but this is over. Ball don't lie, James. You don't even know what that means. You literally don't even know what that means. He got fouled. So, what does ball don't lie mean? He just missed 2 free throws. That's it. He choked. Has nothing to do with ball don't lie. Sorry, bud. I'm about to cry. This is an epic loss. Who's hitting the game winner? Zach LaVine? They're getting an easy shot or a foul. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a foul. Here we go. Who's going to make a play? Anybody? DeRozan. Tough shot. No good, air ball. And the Knicks win. DeRozan airballs, took it for himself, and R.J. Barrett with great defense. Let's go. Yes. All right, we're putting this back on. You know what? We're putting the Marbury on. This is my youth small Marbury. We're going to wear it like a penny, like at soccer practice. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Almost a choke, but a W. We played as bad as we possibly could. The last 2 minutes of this game. And we still came out victorious. Victorious. And also, I noticed a lot of people hopped in the stream. When they saw that the Knicks were about to blow a lead. I got news for you. They didn't blow it. All right? At the end of the day, a W is a W. It goes like this every single time. Let's go. RJ, great defense. Anthony LaBello, I felt the same way as you, bro. I thought the loss was coming. It did not happen. Somehow they found a way to win this. And that is why, deep in my heart, I know this is a different team. This is a different Knicks team. And I'm just here for the ride. We're going to be doing games all year long. I'm going to try to do one Knicks game a week. I think we'll be back on Monday for Giants-Chiefs. Why not? It's Monday Night Football. It's Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Giants. Dude, that was a crazy end to the game, Tom. I just got a text, was going to be such a good win. Doesn't feel like it now. I don't care. A win is a win. A win is a win. If you would have told me they would 1-by-1 coming into tonight, I wouldn't have cared. A win is a win. They blew everyone who, if you have eyes, you watch the game, you saw what happened. The Bulls turned the screws up late, and they need to. And you know what's great? The Knicks have gotten away with that twice now. They got away with that opening night against Boston, and they got away with that tonight, allowing another team to come back very, very late in the game with like 2 minutes remaining from an insurmountable deficit. The Knicks are allowing teams to come back, but they've squeaked out 2 wins in those scenarios. The only time that's really come back to bite them was that one loss against Orlando. So you have to think Tibbs is going to try to beat that home, try to work on his team, get some high-pressure scenarios. I think the key for the Knicks, we just saw Randall choke on 2 free throws, man. He choked on 2 free throws, okay? That's an improvement. Julius Randle, we've seen you improve. We've seen you make yourself better in every weakness you've had so far since coming into the league. Well, I need you to stop acting like you're scared. Stop acting like, a pressure moment is too big for you. And I need you to act like every single play is the same, okay? Julius Randle kind of scares me deep down the stretch, which is kind of what keeps him from being it's early. Last year was his first breakout year. But the thing that keeps me from saying Julius Randle is a superstar is what we saw down the stretch tonight. I thought he had a great game. He wasn't scoring it. He clearly couldn't hit a shot, and he knew that. He didn't take that many shots tonight. He wasn't that aggressive, despite having Lonzo Ball on him. But he was smart. He had a smaller defender on him. He drew some contact early in the third quarter, fourth quarter, and he got to the line. But I bet Knicks money line and live bet Bulls to cover +9, so I'm hyped. That's dope. So you doubled up on that. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. This game was crazy. RJ Barrett was tremendous. He's my MVP of the game, RJ Barrett. It wasn't the greatest homecoming for D Rose and Gibson. I thought Gibson played hard. Mitch Rob was bad tonight. Here's what I'll say. Mitchell Robinson did not play well tonight. Some really bad fouls to allow them to get back in the game. Okay, that and one on DeRozan where he Euro stepped him. It was just you either give up the bucket or you block the shot or you foul him to the point where he can't get a layup, but you can't give up the and one there. Burks wasn't good. Quickly wasn't good. Toppin played his worst game of the season, and they still somehow won because of Kemba Walker and RJ Barrett. So tonight was Kemba and RJ. The other night it was Fournier and Randall. It's just, that's what you love about this team. It's so deep, and any given night someone can score 20. And let's be honest, I think I'm going to go out on a limb. This is Mikey Hot Takes, right? So this is my channel. It's Hot Takes, right? So I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Knicks are the 3 seed in the East this year. Okay? The only team that scares me from beating them in that spot right now is Miami. I think Miami could take that 3rd spot, and obviously Brooklyn and Milwaukee I still think will somehow rise to the top because of their supreme superstar talent at the top. But a gritty win for the Knicks. It shouldn't have been gritty, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. The previous Knicks teams, this is a loss. That last possession goes the wrong way and they lose that game. But they were locked in on defense. They got to stop. DeRozan, that was a very tough shot. If DeRozan hits that shot, you tip your cap and you yell at the last 10 possessions before that. But that last possession, the defense was excellent. RJ Barrett was a big part of that. And a huge W. Knicks go to 4-1. And I'll let you guys know when the next Knicks stream will be. I'm going to try to do a ton of Knicks streams. I think this is going to be an electric season for the Knicks. One of the best in my lifetime. So I'm going to try to do a bunch. But at least one a week. And I think the next official Mikey Hot Take stream will be Monday night, Chiefs Giants. Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in. Excellent win, no matter what happens. Knicks are not. I don't think the Knicks will finish on top of the Nets. Jartasm. And is he all NBA this year? I think he might be because I think he does a good job of no matter what he puts up. He fills the stat sheet. He puts up 5 assists, 10 boards, and 15 to 20 points a night, and that will keep you in the running for an All-NBA team if your team is good, Jartasm. So I think Randall has a shot. I don't really care. I think the rest of the team can pick him up when he's not playing as well, which is why Knick fans kind of started to hate him his first year as a Knick, because when he was struggling, the rest of the team had nothing. So we kind of put it all on him. But now the rest of the team can do their own thing, can make some plays. Kemba was huge in the 3rd quarter. RJ Barrett was huge in the 3rd quarter and the first half. Great RJ Barrett game. Driving to the basket, finishing with his right hand, dunking. He only took 2 threes tonight, which is good. Remind people why you got to the NBA in the first place, which is your ability to get to the cup. So Great game for the Knicks. I squeezed into my youth. This is a youth Marbury jersey. Obviously, when I bought this Marbury jersey and when he was on the Knicks, it was a long time ago. So I'm hyped. I instantly had to put it on. At the end of the day, Knicks are 4-1, and it's a good time to be alive. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday night for Giants Chiefs, and until then, peace.